Hey, Laura, Frank, Mark.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, thank you. Did you have a good afternoon?
Yeah, it's not bad, it's just things going on.
You didn't take the trip to Canada then?
Yeah,
You did
I did what?
take the trip to Canada.
No, I did not,
Right.
because I called and talked to somebody that's supposed to know, which you can't talk to the store. You have to go through a switchboard, and they're on the computer, and they tell you, and they said no, there are none of those over there.
Uh-huh.
So I got to thinking about it. I thought, I don't really need it.
Yeah.
My Air 2S just works just dandy for me.
Good decision, I think.
Yeah, I do too, because it would have kind of wiped me out financially, and it's
Yeah.
I'm coming into the first of the month, and I already got my Social Security for next month, so
Yeah.
it would have wiped me out. What do you want?
Uh,
Hey, how you doing, Justin?
And Justin.
I'm over there watching David rage on the game.
What is he playing? What's it?
Euro
Euro
trucks, but he's doing this driving academy challenges.
again.
Yep.
He was doing them yesterday.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten through all of them yet.
All right.
Because there's like two sections of the challenges, and then there's so many challenges within that section. And he just started section 2 a little while ago, so
Did you
Mm.
hear anything from the bus drivers?
nope.
Got to
Sarah's
disappear
mom
for a minute. The phone's ringing. Oh no, it stopped. It's only Kate. But
now Sarah's mom tried to get a hold of somebody earlier and she couldn't get in a hold of anybody either. I don't know.
Sounds like they need to change the management.
Oh, maybe their office was in a big meeting today. I have no idea. Because last
well,
week, last week and the week before that, I called up there quite a few times and never had a problem getting a hold of anybody. It
yeah,
always went right through.
well, that's it. That's it. They should always answer the phone. They never know what kind of an emergency it might be.
And when you called
And
and you
it's
didn't get it,
possible.
when you called you didn't get it answered, did it at least go to a voicemail? We could leave a voicemail.
No,
That's why.
it said all the voicemail boxes were full.
Hmm.
But like I said, it's possible too. Their phone lines could be down. They could be going through as ringing, but not actually. They're not receiving them. I don't know because all my experience with calling up there, they've always answered the phone, even as a parent calling up there for a child. They've always answered the phone, so I don't know what the hell the deal
Well,
is
how
today.
far away is the headquarters?
About 20-minute drive, 25-minute drive.
Uh, if it were me, I'd get up first thing in the morning. I'd drive over there.
I didn't have a car today though, so I couldn't go anywhere. Sarah's mom was gone, and Sarah had our car, so
All right.
I didn't have a vehicle. Everybody was gone all
Because
day doing stuff.
if you give them the benefit of the doubt and they don't know that it's not ringing through, you'd be the guy to say, "Hey, that it's not. There's nobody answering phones."
Yeah, all 3 cars were gone today, so I didn't have a way of getting anywhere.
But that would drive me crazy, not knowing where you stand.
Mm.
Well, I know I'm fine because she said to get a hold of them, So she already knew that it was possible some of us weren't gonna be able to get a hold of the drivers for some reason or another. So I'm not worried about getting in trouble for not going or anything or coming calling them today because I got records showing I've been calling since 7 o'clock this morning. And I have phone records showing that I called that lady 4 times this weekend and I
Mm.
sent her a text message. So it's not like anybody can't say I hadn't tried to get up with anybody.
Yeah,
So I'm not worried about that because they told us, they said, just get up with us like around Monday, possibly Tuesday if you can't get up with your drivers. So I'm going to call again tomorrow.
hello, Joe, good
And
evening,
it
Brenda.
is what it is.
Hi, Brenda. Hi, Joe.
Well, the only thing I would say, just between you and I, in my opinion only, is you would never have run your store, the Walmart, the way they're running this.
Uh,
So I can't really say that they're doing anything wrong because for all I know, their phone lines could not be working. I don't know. It's like, because my past experience with them, they've always answered the phone. It's the first time I've ever had issues trying to get a
Well,
hold of anybody.
except the phone number that you tried to call the driver, that was a different number, right?
I don't know. I
That
don't
would
know. I could
that-
have possibly have the wrong number. I don't know.
that would have to be a
I-
mobile, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a mobile number.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know. Maybe I have the wrong, maybe they wrote down the wrong number by accident. The
Mm.
person I've been trying to call is not the actual person that I need to get a hold of. I don't know.
Well,
I can't call and verify it.
for having that rough exterior, you got a heart of gold because you're always giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Well, because I'm going by past experience. If I was going by, it was always a pain in the ass to get a hold of the bus yard, then I would say, yeah, it's normal. But like I said, even as a parent, the multiple times I've called up there to get bus information about the kids' buses, never had issues getting through to anybody. So,
What you could do is call the police department and have them go by and make sure that the place is all right.
no, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, go and do a welfare check on the bus company.
Yeah,
Yeah, on the 86 employees that work in the building. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nobody's answered the phone. Can you just go and check they're all right?
well,
Now, the place I actually did my training at, there's actually a deputy, or there's a little substation in there. They got a few cars in there and some trucks and trailers and stuff in the little office. They were at the back of the property. What's up, Brenda, Dusty, Jody? I'll be back in a few minutes.
no, I love Mia to death, but she bugs the hell out of me. Kind of like you and Loki, Joe, where you as soon as you get doing something, Loki says, "Hey, hey, 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 hey."
Yeah, I just had that with Precious as well. I got some biscuits out to have with me tea, and she's there, right at my knee, barking until I give her a biscuit.
yeah, I'm surprised they're being quiet right now. But they're all
Good
sitting here
evening,
looking at me.
Brenda.
I have fried chicken.
Oh, fried chicken.
So they're all looking at me like, drop some of that shit.
Oh, Precious. She's had a few biscuits and now she's laid down on the sofa going back to sleep again.
Well,
Although-
it's kind of
although-
warm here. It's 78 degrees.
82.
Now are the leaves all coming down off your trees
Absolutely
there, Joe?
nothing like that.
We never have them come off.
Oh, man, my leaves come off all the time.
Our leaves are definitely dropping. I've got a garden full of them. And I've got gutters full of them, which are going to get cleaned out.
Hey,
this week.
Rod, how you doing?
Not bad.
10 degrees, whatever that is.
Got my new parts in. Well, my new GPSs.
Fahrenheit.
And when I opened the package, I had 3. And I was like, I thought I only ordered 2.
Fifty.
Went back and checked my thing. I must have accidentally clicked 2 on one and then added the stupid thing to the order again. So I ended up at 3. It's okay.
50 feels like 48. 86% humidity.
But I found something that Mark might appreciate.
Uh-huh.
What's so much steel?
I had seen them before, but I
Think of a
guess I
skill.
didn't really appreciate where I would actually use it in a build. And now that this iFlight board basically has 1 5-volt, 1 ground, and you hook all the wires to that,
Uh-huh.
kind of hard to solder 3 wires onto the it's a long pad, don't get me wrong, it's designed to do it, but it's just easier to do what you said, Mark, which is solder 1 wire and then solder everything else to that 1 wire, right?
Yeah.
So they make these little adapters that are heat shrink with solder in the middle, so you have to insert the wires at both ends and just heat it.
All right, yeah.
And the solder will melt over the wires and voila, you're done.
Yeah,
it's-
so a bit like a soldered version of a crimp connector.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. Yeah, it's a solder version of what would normally be a crimp connector, which is nice because you don't actually have to solder. You just use, well, a heat gun and
Or whatever.
yeah,
gets
don't.
it.
No,
Yeah.
use a heat. You definitely want to use a heat gun. From what I read on the thing, you definitely want to use a heat gun. You don't want to use a soldering iron.
No, you burn the pot
Or a lighter. None of that crap will work. Well,
as long as
so-
you've got a heat gun that gets it hot enough.
yep, I do. Actually, I have 2. I have one that's probably way overkill, which is a Wagner. And I had this other thing. It's like a 300-watt thing. Ooh, boy, that little bugger gets hot. So it should work fine. But anyways, since I have to connect like 3 wires to that 1 wire, I was like, I might actually try one of these and see if I can get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd never thought about that before. But if you remember right, Mark, we were talking about this when I was trying to solder multiple wires to the ESC, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Take the O3 and something else directly to, or the LEDs and stuff
yeah.
directly to the ESCs. And I'm thinking, this would actually this would be a great solution in that case too. Use the 1 wire and then use this thing and stick the other wires in and done.
Mhm. Yeah.
Simpler for the build. So anyways, I bought an entire pack. It has a whole bunch. It's got like 120 pieces. I won't use that many in a lifetime. I'm not gonna build that many drones, but okay, whatever.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
knows? Maybe
Not
I'll
many
find a
times you
use.
crash.
You'll find other uses for them, don't worry.
Yeah, if I ever accidentally cut the power cord on a hair dryer or something like that, and you need to like put the wires back together, it'd be useful for that. So yeah, you're not wrong. Probably some other uses for it. Or an extension cord that got nicked and you need to put it back together. Okay.
Mhm.
No soldering required. Just a heat gun.
So David, you were out doing the Euro truck thing, right?
I was doing summer.
Swearing a lot, apparently.
Yeah, you should have joined, Mark. It was fun.
So I need the Bluetooth The receiver.
So many niggly things. You just tap, even wind, blow it with a bit of wind past a cone. Failed. Oh. But strangely enough, on the last attempt, just before you went live, I completed it.
Mm.
And then it come up with a message when, now you've completed it, why don't you try it again and see if you can do better? Fuck off.
I was before
So-
Paul went live. I was watching NCIS Hawaii.
So here's an interesting question, Mark. Darwin FPV, they have a version of some of their stuff called Cement, which is an IP67 flight controller. They also have an IP67 ELRS module, but they also have motors that are saltwater proof. How the hell do you saltwater proof coils? How do you make a waterproof motor?
Well, I guess you
Put a
resin
seal.
coat the coil.
No, it's not sealed, Joe. It's literally not sealed.
Most coils are made with wire that's coated anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Must be what they did. Here, I'll show you. There you go. There's the motor. So it looks like a normal FPV motor. It's not like it's sealed or anything like that, which you would quasi expect. So
Well,
obviously it's
coil
coated
would-
somehow.
Yeah, the coil will be easy to seal.
But what
It's
about the magnets?
the coil is the magnet.
And what about the actual magnets?
Well, magnets are waterproof.
Yeah, most
They don't
metals
have
are
any
not
protectors to them.
very
They're just a piece of metal.
most metals are not very saltwater friendly. And notice this says seawater proof motor.
You can still coat magnets in plastic.
Okay, must be what they've done.
Got to remember, you can use magnets for magnet fishing. So
Yeah.
they're definitely waterproof.
I mean, you can use them. Doesn't mean that they're not going to take a beating.
Not only that, but you can get soft carbon magnets.
I wonder how these guys are doing who build their own waterproof drones. I wonder what they're doing with the motors.
Okay.
It was just an interesting question. Let's see here. Where's their ELRS module? Oh, go back to the first page. So here's their Cement ELRS module. Waterproof. Or at least IP67.
Mm.
This they covered. Now, the interesting part about doing a cover is how well does it dissipate heat?
I
And
guess
obviously,
that depends on what the cover is.
yeah. The other part that's interesting is, these antennas normally swivel on that mount point on those little electronics. Well, it's going through the case, which means it can't swivel. So your option of where to put this thing is somewhat limited.
Mm.
The antenna is not going to twist that much. So it's pretty well going to have to be aligned, which means you need space in your frame about that far in, either on the top or the bottom. So
Yeah.
that could get tricky to try to use depending on the frame. Looks interesting and it's cheap. It's only 19 bucks, 18. Oh, no, 16 bucks. It's only 16 bucks. It's actually cheaper than some of the other standard receivers.
Mm.
Oh,
It's all gone. No.
Anyways, Probably need to work on putting this little 3-inch drone back together again. And getting the board in and then finding out whether the motors got fried too. I hope not. I think the board fried. I think the motors are fine.
Well, you should be able to find out whether the motors work just by connecting direct power to them. The
Three what?
AC
Three wires. What do I connect the power to? 2 wires coming off the battery. And remember, it's got to be a pulsing thing to get the thing to spin.
Well,
I don't know that you could
that
check.
case,
I don't know checking continuity would do you any good.
if it's an AC motor, not a DC motor, then you'll have one of your wires will be plus volts
It's-
and the other one will be minus volts.
It's DC for sure.
It doesn't need to pulse it.
Okay. My understanding was the 3 wires was because it was alternating the signals to the motors it was timing in order to get it to spin. But I've not actually looked at the actual mechanics of how that works on a FPV motor.
Exactly the same as a fan motor in your computer.
Probably true.
Only needs 2 wires.
Well, it uses 3, so.
I mean, it uses variable voltage to give you the speed.
Mm-hmm.
But that wouldn't necessarily need 3 wires.
Why you not flying that Air 3S there, Paul?
No, I can't find one.
Because Border Patrol might come and pick him up.
No, I didn't get it. Because
Well, go-
I called and talked to them and they says, oh no, that's an error. We don't have any in stock.
Well, did you go back and look to see if they said no?
No, I didn't get any emails from them.
No, because what I was saying, if you ordered it on a credit card, it would have taken it out of their system. That's why I'm thinking that somehow you ordered it, but they didn't let you know yet.
Well, their system is this, is that you order it, you give them the information, but they said they hold it for 3 days before they do anything.
Yeah, before they send it back, they'll hold it for 3 days.
Yep.
They still have
But
to take it out of stock and then put it back in 3 days when you've not picked it up.
Yeah, it's out of stock right now. So in other words, if they check on it, it'll say out of stock.
Yep.
See, so yours could be being held right now.
Well, when I called and talked to them, they called the store and they said, no, they haven't had any in a couple of days. That's a computer
Wow.
error.
Well, that seems odd to me.
Well,
And
you
it-
know,
They
Joe,
did him a favor.
you've known me a long time. My whole life has been odd.
They did him a favor. Now he can afford to pay his
Oh,
bill.
Yeah, they actually did. You know,
So you were
Yeah,
trying to get a
because,
3S? Paul?
It was almost $400 for medication for Mia. So
Yeah, he was going to go and get one from Canada again.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Although it's probably cost more.
no, it was actually cheaper.
Cheaper? Even with the currency conversion?
Yeah, it was 1,400 and something.
Wow. Interesting.
1488, I think.
Yeah, it was like $100 cheaper.
Uh-oh. Mm. Well, I see one thing I probably need to fix. It's a little too long. Or I need to make my wire coming off the flight controller longer.
Mm.
Or I just need to trim the plastic on the shrink wrap on the ends.
Yeah, and for people upgrading from the Air 3 to the Air 3S and keeping the Air 3 batteries, there is a difference between the two. Not only are they a little bit more powerful, they also have more circuitry in them to allow it to go into a sleep mode for 12 hours when you turn it off, so that you can still connect your phone wirelessly to it without switching it on through the quick transfer, which you can't do using the Air 3 batteries.
Well, the good news about heat shrink, you can cut it.
Yep.
It's just plastic. I finally sent Scotty Jackrabbit FPV his TPU for the Gap, same TPU I had for mine. I was thinking I would tell him tonight on his show, but I forgot he's not having a show tonight because him and his wife's going out to dinner
Dinner time.
this week. I forget what they're celebrating. I don't think it's an anniversary. They just, I don't know. It's a planned evening out kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it was Ruland's birthday yesterday.
So Philip, oh God, what's Philip's last name?
Beauchat.
Bochat,
No, not Beauchart.
Bochat.
Beauchat.
Yeah, him is gonna do a extra long show since Scott's not going on.
Well,
Man.
Philip, I think Philip's usually on with Scott, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes on Scotty's show quite a bit. Okay, that's it. If I do that, is the thing long enough at that point? Especially if I do it that way. Anything in that part of the draw. Oh yeah, the O3. That's why I was thinking about that. Because I'm cramming underneath. I wonder if I go over the top. There's an idea. Kind of what got me in trouble and where I fried that board and crap was I had all the wires underneath, in between the O3 and the flight controller. And as I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm going, why didn't I go over the top of the O3 air unit? The only danger is the O3 gets hot, but over or under probably doesn't make much of a difference. And the heat that the wires would be exposed to anyways. Why don't I do that? That would actually make it easier because then I wouldn't end up compressing crap onto the flight control wires and pressing shit down on the flight controller. That'd make the ERLS easier too. If I just go this way, mount it and go over the top. Might look a little funny from the TPU perspective, but I could probably fix that by printing something to cover it all up. The joys of working on a new frame and trying to figure out
Hey, Dusty.
what you should do and shouldn't do. And now as I'm sitting here, I'm like, why didn't I think about that the first time? I did on my first drone. I went between the O3 and the frame, actually. I went over top of the O3 in between the top plate to run some of the wires to give me a little extra space, because on that 2.5-inch frame, there ain't much freaking room. So routing the wires is a problem for sure. Guess I should use another wire and heat shrink these as a test run on this theory and see if I can make it work. See how well it works.
Hey, Joe, I'm still confused.
They still show them in stock?
I can pick it up.
But you called and they said they don't have any?
There's
Yeah,
two
but it
available.
says two available here.
Yeah.
Obviously, 2 people ordered it and then didn't bother going for it.
And I click pick up here.
Or their software for their website sucks. And the inventory system behind their website sucks. Which could be.
Anyway, Paul, you don't need it yet. Your money's more
Yeah,
important.
you don't need it.
So turn that off.
Worry about it in 6 months.
You
Yeah, my
fly
cart
what
temp-
you got.
Yeah, because I've got 2 Air 2S's.
Yeah.
I've got 2 Neos.
Yeah.
Jesus. Now you're starting to act like me.
Well, you know,
I got how many FPV drones? I think I got
I-
6 FPV drones now.
I listened to
No,
Joe, and
7.
Joe says you always need to have a backup. So that's why I've got 2 of everything.
Yeah. Well, he's not wrong. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but
Right, Joe?
in
I
your
said that.
case, it probably needs to be the same thing. Just to keep it simple.
A backup Air 2S for your Air 2S, that's good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Would agree.
They do have a couple of places that has Air 3 and Air 3S in stock. Like Newegg has them ready to go. There's a couple of places I found on the internet that got them.
Are
Okay.
you
As a
gonna
guy
go get
who
one?
I don't want one.
has a Mavic 3 Pro, why would I be interested in that drone?
You got a point. See, my Mavic 3, I was looking at something the other day.
Yeah, you get the Micro
look-
Four Thirds on there. So
Yeah.
what the hell you need that drone for? Other than the
Right.
optical zoom.
Let me pull up pull up the data I was reading the other day. I was looking at the other day.
Yours is the classic.
I got the original.
Oh, with the 7X. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you that
I don't
3X
need
is the 3X is really nice. I will grant it that. That 3X is really nice. And they did improve the 7X a little bit on the Pro.
I have a
But-
total of 50 hours, 29 minutes, 58 seconds flight time on it. Right?
But
154 flights.
yeah.
Guess
What-
how many feet?
2,500 feet.
1,539,461.
Okay,
291 miles.
so you flew it a long distance.
291 miles I've flown that drone.
Damn.
So I'm looking at it and thinking, maybe it's time to look at a Mavic 4 just in case, you know?
Supposedly the
I can pick
Mavic
up
4 Pro will, or whatever that thing's going to be, will be probably
too much.
probably $3,000, right? $3,000.
Yeah, I get a Mavic 3 Pro right now for $2,100.
So, you can get it for less than that.
Yeah, you probably could.
No, I know you can. They've been out so long. Go to Amazon Renewed and see if there's any on there. It'd be a lot cheaper. Actually, you could probably buy it renewed through DJI too.
Yeah, I'll probably get it on eBay, with the place I got the other one from.
Yeah,
Let me look at eBay.
I'd look at Amazon Renewed, damn it. I like Amazon Renewed. I got a freaking big ass Sony Bluetooth speaker that was $300 and some for like half price. $170, and the thing is still working 3 years later. Okay, I'm on Renew. I'm on Amazon. So let me look.
Yeah, I got mine through eBay Refurbished, which is DJI basically.
Oh,
And
so
it-
they do a refurbished on there too, huh?
Yeah, mine was two batteries, a SD card, and the drone. But I got it for $1,900. Might have been $1,600.
Well, they got the RC Pro for 1,050. I still wouldn't spend it. I still wouldn't spend any money on that thing. They ain't upgrading that shit. Fuck them.
Not especially since they're coming out with a Pro Plus.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm not buying it.
If they do the same shit they did on this one and not really make it forward compatible because they want to be dickheads and force you to buy,
That's all it's about.
fuck them. I don't want to spend. I'm not spending that kind of money. Not again. To me, that was the biggest waste of money I ever spent on DJI was that RC Pro. Absolutely stupid. Because they didn't do the forward compatibility. They could do forward compatibility on a freaking set of goggles and $100 motion controller, but they can't do it on a $1,300 thing that's got lots of CPU. No. Anyways,
Yeah.
no Mavic 3 Pros on Amazon Renewed.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It's called the Drone Superstore, the one I go to.
Mm-hmm.
It's DJI Drone Superstore. I could cameras.
There's a Mavic 3, but not a 3 Pro. Just the classic.
See what I got.
Oh, wait. No. Hang on. Which one is this one? No, this is the same one as yours.
The original.
The original. $21.98.
Yeah, that's the deal I got with the two batteries. That was the one I got with the two batteries for $21.98.
Yeah, this one doesn't show 2 batteries.
But the one I bought was two batteries. I can't remember if it came with a controller, but like I said, it was $1,900 when I bought it.
Yeah.
I think it was wait, I just looked at the price. I just added it on. Let me see. Tell you what I paid for.
Let me try to find DJI.
I think I paid $16.98. I paid $17.70 total. That was $16.98 when I bought it.
Oh, here's their refurbished. Let's see here. It's a good way to get a Mini 4.
Yeah, mine was $16.98 when I bought it. Now it's $21.99.
So you can get the Mini 4
$500 more.
for $600.
Yeah, I got mine for £570 as a Flymore kit.
Wow. eBay?
Nope. Actually, it was eBay. It's an electronics store that specializes in taking returns, but they were unopened, all sealed. And the problem was that the remote controllers, the RC2s, wouldn't activate. DJI acknowledged the fact that was a known problem and said, send it back. There's a return label and we'll send you a new controller.
Hey, Paul, how much did you pay for your second Air 2S? Go ahead, Mark.
$199 or something.
Oh, shit. Never mind. It's $5.99 from DJI.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Renewed.
my
Refurbished.
headset cost me $425 just for the drone and the RCN2.
Yeah. So, Joe, Mavic 3 Pro Flymore plus the Flymore kit renewed is $23.99.
Well,
So
I found a Mavic 3 Pro sealed. Ready? $16.49.
Damn. That's a great eBay.
eBay.
There you go. So I
It's
guess
a
you're
seal.
right. Order on eBay.
Guess where?
Just,
Guess where it's coming out of? Winter Haven, Florida.
Shit, that's close to
That's where Justin lives.
Here's something.
yeah,
for you,
exactly.
Joe. Here's something for you on eBay. Let me screen share.
So if I had the 1600 to spin right now, I'd jump all over that one.
Yeah, Mavic 3 Pro is a fucking great drone.
There you
Nah,
go, Joe.
nah, looks still too fake. I want the one that's gonna talk to me and say, I'm here, I'm here.
It's a nice mannequin.
You are the primary user, and I am here for any of your tasks. That's what
Hmm.
I just wanted to clean up the house. That's all I'm worried about.
By a
Go pick
Roomba.
up the dog poop, you know?
Oh, come on. What was her name from the Jetson? The maid.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
God, I can't remember her name. You
Yeah,
need one of those.
It was on the one that was riding around on a remote vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one. I don't remember the name.
Hey, Mark, there's been a train crash in Wales.
There was a lorry crashed on the M25 last night.
No, that's an everyday occurrence. But this is two passenger trains that hit each other.
Yeah, this set fire.
Yeah, no. Tesco's.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah,
But it
every
closed.
little helps apparently.
It
Cook
closed.
cook the food before it gets delivered.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, before I did this operation, I probably should have made sure that the next tool was connected, i.e. the heat gun. I want to do a test. Not like I don't have 119 more pieces to use.
Yeah.
I think I can use one as a test.
Hey, Joe, I
Yes,
want
sir.
I want you to look at this.
It's already fake. Fake.
Air 3S drone only with battery, no remote. 1224.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Stolen. Some Best
It's
Buy
coming
guy,
out of
some
China.
Best Buy employee stole it from the back.
Yeah, I still don't believe it. I wouldn't trust that one at all.
No, agreed.
It says it's coming out of China first off. It's coming out of the right place in China.
Yeah, but
Shenzhen.
they're not selling drone only yet.
I know. Unless there's some guy in a factory that's stealing them and they're gonna get caught and executed. So
I swear some of this shit, I think some of the RC, the quality control rejects, go out the back door to some of those underhanded companies over there.
yeah, could be.
What
I
would
wouldn't
what
worry
would,
about it.
what would the there's a couple of them in there. Here's brand new. Air 3 Air has a 96% rating.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
If it's from anywhere in America, they haven't got them.
Yeah, it's coming out of China.
Yep.
So I'll get stuck at the border. And it's not just the Air 3S. somebody put on Facebook that he'd been informed that his Mavic 3 Pro had been stopped at the border as well.
Huh.
I'm sure any new DJI Road is probably being stopped at the border. Neos, Avatas, pick your pick. I don't know if this solder melted or not, but I'm gonna pull my multimeter out and check continuity and see whether
Well, my question
it
would
worked.
be is if it's a scam, would PayPal still cover you?
Yeah, with all the hassle. Think all the hassle you're gonna have.
Plus the fact that it's going to take at least 2 weeks to get delivered. So if you do pay for it by PayPal, you won't get your money back for nearly a month.
Well, so in my RC2 would fly it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it comes with it can be the RCN3 or the RC2.
Yeah.
Because they don't have an RC3.
If you're dead serious and buying one, wait till you can get it in Canada.
you might.
Yeah,
as
I
might as well
I
just
don't
wait
disagree with
get
that.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I would
No,
not
I'm
order
not.
one anywhere else, but just wait.
I'll listen to you, Joe, and just knock it off.
Good.
You know, it's like the hunt. You know, it's the hunt. Gotta slap myself on the side of the head and say, "Hey, stop hunting."
You know, Paul, you could save yourself money, wait 9-12 months, and get one off of eBay or something like that, and save yourself. It's not like you need it right now, but if
No.
you're interested,
Yep.
it's like, okay, wait
Well,
a year
And the
and
thing
buy
of it is,
buy
the
used
thing of
one.
it is, Rod, I'm coming into a season where I'm going to fly less and less because it's winter.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you don't need to worry about it until after winter, anything until then, anyways, for the most part.
Well, he won't be doing much flying at all between January and March.
Not in Michigan.
No, because they close the locks. There's no boats.
Good point. Okay. Well, probably would have helped if I'd have put my thumb on that wire first.
That's when he's gonna be flying his Neo around the house.
Yeah, exactly.
I still don't know whether I really want one of them or not.
Can you hear that?
The Neo's fun, I'll be honest.
Hear the noise?
No,
No.
Motor work.
Noise canceling's working really well then. I got continuity.
Or is that your heat gun that we can't hear?
That was the heat gun. That was the heat gun that I was running earlier.
Mm.
But so yeah, let me show you. Although I did it with a different wire. Then I had soldered to the board. But I'll show you what it kind of looks
yeah.
like.
Waypoint New England is right. He says, if I do buy, which I'm not going to because Joe said no. I could get the combo package with the RC2.
He's already got an RC2.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what it looks like. So the top is the singular wire that will be soldered to the flight controller, and the bottom is Bluetooth receiver and GPS wires, which has saved me from soldering 3 wires to the same pad.
Are you still adding on to that baby or what?
No, I'm rebuilding it because I fried 2 boards the other
Wow.
3 boards. Because when I put here, I can show you that part too. So the Air 3 is out, right? The O3 air unit is out. So I put the O3 in, it started mounting it, and then started sort of pushing in order to get it mounted in there, and something grounded.
Ground out, huh?
It ground out, and it freaking fried the flight controller, the GPS, and the Bluetooth module that I'd stuck on there.
Hey Joe, what day do you have the grandbaby?
Tomorrow, and that's it. I had it today for a couple hours.
But I can tell you this, I'm probably going to go back on some of my drones and put that little Bluetooth module on. It's from Speedy Bee. So that you can use the Speedy Bee app and use Betaflight on your phone to connect to the drone and configure all the Betaflight settings with your phone.
Yeah,
Love that idea.
Madstech did an in-depth review of that, including what's in it, checking on
What he have to say?
stuff. He quite likes it.
Yeah, I'm liking it too. The idea is it fucking simplifies shit, that's for sure. And you have to realize I ran into that problem on this build where the freaking USB was in the wrong spot behind part of the frame. So
Yeah, Paula had it this morning. She came over about 10 o'clock, and her grandmother picked her up about 2 o'clock, about 1:30, actually about 1:40. And she got here at 10. My daughter, actually about 10:15. My daughter stayed here for about 30 minutes with me. And she left, and she didn't bring anything. She said, I need to stop and get something to eat for her. I said, no, I got stuff. So she came in, she said, I want a cookie. I said, you're not getting a cookie right now. So I went and made some red beans and rice for her. Made a little plate of red beans and rice, and I made her eat it, and she ate it. She came in and she ate it. She ate the whole thing. And then I looked at her and I said, you got a bad diaper? She goes, no. I said, it's not stinky. She goes, no. So let's go look anyway. So we went to the back because she was, I did baby shark on the thing, and she didn't want to dance. She wasn't tired. It looked like she was tired, right? I said, let's go change that diaper. So we went in the back, laid her in the bed, and she laid there. She started yawning when she lay down, right? So this was right at about 11:45. So I changed the diaper and everything, put everything back on, and she laid back down. And I said, you're tired, huh? And she goes, take a nap. She goes, nap. Like this. She rolled over and slept until 1:30.
Now, that's the kind of babysitting you have.
Well, that was good.
well, crappy. I missed a wire. Oops. Now I have to take that dumb thing off. That might be fun to get off. Yee.
Might be easy, just heat it up and make sure one end of it's clamped and pull the wires out the other end. You probably won't be able to
Yeah,
use
that'll
it.
get it off.
You most
One of my
likely-
knives for my 3D printing set.
Yeah.
It just
That'd get
cut
it
the
off.
it just cut the plastic gently to not cut the wires. But these knives are fucking sharp.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you did the same thing I did, and bought a kit.
Yeah, I got a couple of little knives with it and a couple of tweezers.
Hmm
Is David still with us?
I am.
You sound
Laura told me
tired.
to shut up. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Laura told you to shut up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's quiet.
Ah,
So I think I'm gonna register my Neo at $5, and I'm gonna put the letters all on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna put that whole number on each side.
Oh, I suppose if you're gonna do any 107 work with it, you have to. So
I don't plan on doing 107
I
work with it.
haven't registered either one of mine.
I just would like. I'm thinking about the reason I want to put the FA now. I've got the little letters that stick on, right? And I'll go with the numbers and letters and put that whole number on both sides, so that if I'm out there flying, somebody jokes around, I can say, "Dude, the number on it says an aircraft." You know.
yeah.
yeah, I was pretty sure that when Paul said $35 a drone yesterday, he wasn't right.
Yeah, I don't know
But
what
I
it
had-
is. I don't know if it's any different for 107 versus or hobby. Hobby is $5. I would presume 107
It's
is
$5.
too.
Same thing, $5.
Yeah, I would.
It's only $5. But
It'd be hard
I
for
had
them
fun
to
flying this yesterday.
You had a good time with it yesterday?
Yeah, I flew it with the motion. This is the only thing I don't. There's a couple of things I don't like. I don't like the fact that I'm having problems inside with the satellites. Okay, that I gotta live with. But when I'm outside with the motion controller, the motion control is made that when you are making your turns, it more or less reads you making the turns when it goes to the Avada or Avada 2. And it computes that you're making the turn, and it kind of compensates so you don't jerk it unless you're jerking it. So it kind of makes the smooth turns. and things like
Smooths it,
this.
makes it smoother.
Yeah, it smooths it out, right? This little joker here is so small that when you make a slight turn, it jerks to the side. You know, so you see the jumpiness in it. You know, it's like it would be flying like this, and you'll go, you know, like that. But it's turning, it's jerking, no matter how slow you do it. Now, when you're with the RC2, it's smooth. But my whole thing with the RC2 is it's nice to have it just to fly around with, but I don't think I'm going to try to go through a gazillion gaps like I did yesterday with it, because I'm not looking at that first person view right there, you know. 'Cause I will clip something.
Like a pole?
Well, I was going through a little parking lot type thing that they sell a lot of playground equipment. So there's probably 10 different pieces of playground equipment in there. And I was going in and out of it yesterday with the motion controller.
Hey,
And
Jim.
it doesn't look bad, but it just felt too jerky to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, herky jerky, huh?
So it might have been me, you know. I might have to
It was.
get the feel of this with the motion controller. Maybe hold my arm so I make sure I don't just jerk it. I might be jerking it.
Joe.
Now,
I kind of doubt that, Joe, because it works a little bit like fly by wire, where
don't clip that.
No,
it
Joe, I just want to correct you on something. When
Don't
you
clip
said
it.
it might have been you, we need to correct you on that. It definitely was you.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, Jerry Bauer flew my Avata with the motion controller, and then he didn't have any jerks, and he has Parkinson's and his handshake.
Yeah, it makes
And
a
he did,
difference.
and the motion controller, it works like fly by wire, where it
Yeah.
sort of ignores the pilot a little bit and smooths it out for you when you're
Well,
flying.
maybe it doesn't ignore it with the Neo, you know?
Yeah, I think he's not the only one. I think Lloyd's got it as well. I think there's 2 or 3 people that have got Parkinson's that I've heard about.
I like the motion controller. In fact, I started with the motion controller on the Avata 1 simply because some of those people out in the community who are well known were ragging on the dumb thing. I'm like, the best trained pilots in the world fly the best freaking aircraft in the world
With a motion controller.
with a motion controller. So, what the fuck are you people talking about? I'll just say this. I can probably outfly most people with the motion controller. I'll probably
They got
kick your ass with
a
it.
they got a woman out of either the Netherlands or Sweden, somewhere up in that area. That's a pilot. That's
Mhm.
it's on, I think she's on YouTube somewhere. And I follow her because when she comes on, they got her from the cockpit flying the plane. And she's flying big old planes. And that's what
Yeah.
they're flying with, a motion
Oh,
control.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's called fly by wire.
Yeah. I like watching her fly the plane and listen to her talk, so I don't mind. I can listen to her talk all the time.
Mm-hmm. We know where you want to listen to her talk.
I just want to hear her talk. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
That Scandinavian accent.
Yeah, it's going, ooh.
Nice
32.
blonde. Nice blonde.
Yep.
Horse.
Yep. And
There you go. There's the answer.
there you go.
Scandinavian blonde. Can't go wrong with that. At least your eyeballs will be happy.
Swedish.
Yeah, but there got to be drama somewhere in that.
Probably. Yeah, she's a pilot, which means she has a brain. Don't argue with her.
It's all right. I wouldn't want to argue with her.
Okay, fair enough.
There'd be a lot of yes dears.
And that's not saying that anything about other jobs and careers or anything like that. I'm just saying, in order to be a pilot, you gotta have a brain. So,
Well, Sweden loves naturism, so
boy, this is being quite the chore to get this dumb thing off.
You can make sure you do it right the first time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be pulling some more wire out of my wiring kit to fix whatever I fucked up. The
I wanna
fun part's
see- I
gonna
wanna
be where
see-
the solder is. How do I
I
deal
want to
with
see
that?
Trump go to a Wendy's and serve Krabby Patties.
Dude's
wanna see
crazy
Trump-
enough, he might do it.
No, we need
I'm
him in the
telling
Weatherspoons over here.
What's that, David?
We need Trump over here in the Weatherspoons.
You know, Joe.
Oh.
I don't get why
I've
they want
never
to.
seen an American that can pull a decent pint of beer yet.
I don't get why they want to go after
I've never
Trump
seen
on
anyone
something
have a
like that.
decent pint of beer in Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
Mind that.
Because Trump was always a blue collar guy with his fucking
Yeah, he was.
construction buddies. Always.
Yep.
Everybody knew that. He didn't hang out with
He
the
always
managers.
was.
He wouldn't hung out with the hard hat guys
Yeah.
doing the actual work.
Yeah.
So why really?
They said over 1 million ballots have been cast in North Carolina already.
Been canceled?
They've been cast.
Fast.
Have been
Oh,
capped.
cast.
Well, Virginia's being sued by the DOJ. You know why?
Yeah, for removing illegals.
Yeah, for removing illegals off the record, off the voter records.
Now, if that isn't the dumbest thing you've ever heard.
Well,
Well,
you gotta remember who's in charge of the DOJ right now.
Oh, come on.
If they
Talk
don't,
about pissing off every veteran that's out
It's,
there.
it's all
Yep.
all politics.
yeah, I know, but if they don't have a permanent address, then they're not officially a resident.
They have to. These are people that have been on it for years, since 2022. I think they've said they've taken 60,000 or 60,000. I think they took off, and what they do is they look at the thing and they don't have them listed as a citizen. They give them the option to let them know if you're a citizen, you have by this date to let us know you're taking off the records. And these people haven't been letting them know, so they're pulling them off the records. DOJ said you can't do that because they've already they're on the register. No, if it doesn't say they're a citizen when they check the box, it's a box not checked and it's not showing that you're a citizen, you shouldn't be able to even get on the record.
Yeah.
You know, I really have the solution to this, Joe, and I really think we probably need to push and try to get this to occur.
Yeah, call the Marines.
And I'm willing to give my tax dollars to make it happen. And that is give everybody a passport. You vote with your passport.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Then we know they're a citizen, and well, you register the passport number, so then you can tell that they haven't voted in multiple districts. Imagine that. The whole vote multiple times
the
thing
thing-
gets
the thing of
solved
it
too.
Is we live in an era where you should be able to have a plate there where you're voting, put your hand on it, and it reads your palm prints and your fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
then
We actually
You
have.
know what? Can we
Yeah.
just go back to UFO conspiracies? It's easier.
Don't you? We have biometric
California just signed a
passport.
thing. California, Newsom out there. It's Newsom, right?
Yeah.
He just signed a bill that you don't need any IDs to vote. So now they've got that getting ready to go to the courts.
You know why they're doing it. We
Oh,
all
yeah,
know
they
why
need-
they're,
they're
we all
trying to-
know why they're doing. We all know
they're
why
trying
they're
to get
fucking
extra
doing
votes.
that shit. They want the rest of the world to decide
Just
who
be
our president
careful.
is, not us.
Right? Just be careful what you're talking about because you could get Paul's channel pulled.
Well,
I think that you need to have on your driver's license, you have to have the real ID star to be able to vote.
The good news is we have the First Amendment. And political speech is very covered under the First Amendment.
Yeah.
But it's not in First Amendment is not in Google or YouTube's for terms and conditions.
Doesn't matter. They're bound by it anyways because they're an American company.
They're not bound by it. They're bound by the laws of the country in which they run.
Right. And they're
Well-
American companies, so they're bound by that.
But no, they run over here. They're actually based in Ireland, actually, for tax purposes.
In Europe, yes, but not in the US. They're headquartered in the US.
Well, let's change the subject. Next time I find me a good-looking woman I want to talk to, I'm gonna go up and I say, "Is your name Google?" She can say, "What?" I'm gonna say, "Because you're everything I'm searching for."
Whoa, there you go. I like that one. How is it a non-tech guy comes up with something like that?
I'm an old geezer. That's why.
Yeah, you are a Marine.
Need to find a girl that's a tech girl to do that too.
You want to find an Alexa, and then when she goes, why? Say, because I order you to drop them.
And then she'll come back with a British voice saying, "Pack it in."
Well, I at my age, I can't imagine what the world's gonna be like in 50 years.
Flying cars.
Guess what?
Well, actually, flying drones. Actually, the car will be a drone. eVTOLs are
Yep.
here. The taxis are
Paul?
coming.
Don't worry about it. None of us here will be here.
Well, that may not be true either.
No, I'll be honest. I'll be
You do
100
realize they've been working on some shit for age extension.
Mark, are you planning on sticking around?
I'll be 115, but
No, they got
It
some
ain't
shit.
gonna happen.
I'll be
They got some
90.
shit coming. They got some shit coming.
I'll be 97 and well on my way to making oil.
Could be the oil
We-
business, right?
We will
Well, you heard
probably
this-
be living to 120, give or take, real
They
soon.
got a new technology they're working on that they can't. It's not going to be approved for a while. I don't think not long though.
Is this
But
the
it's
aging thing?
nanobots. Nanobots
Yeah, they'll go
Right.
inside you and fix things.
go and fix the things. If you got cancer, they got them to go in there and they'll go get rid of the cancer.
can they do that? Rebuild my retinas?
I want to say they
Probably.
can go in and go through all the heart and open everything up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nanobots will be able to do all kinds of interesting things.
Only
Yeah,
one
that's gonna
slight
be
problem.
crazy.
You have to find my heart first.
Yeah.
Most women would say that we don't have one because we're guys.
Mind you, the biggest problem I've got about them being able to fix my eyesight is I lose a lot of money if that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it worth? Is it worth the money or worth the sight?
It's
£700 a month.
£740 a month plus the other three. It's £1,000 a month with the carers.
So, Mark,
It's money.
£13,000 a year
It's
or
money.
your eyesight?
It's money I won't be able to find anywhere else. And I've lived with it for the past 24 years. So,
Yeah,
Can you-
but you've got to wait for the budget now. Blind people are going to be made to get a job.
I'm 2 years off retirement age.
Doesn't matter. They'll get 2 years out of you.
No, because it was the government that retired me on ill health. So how the hell can the government do anything to bypass that?
That don't matter. Different government. But I'm looking forward to the schizophrenics working in Asda.
Yeah, I want you to go to 1, 2, and 3.
Feel like that guy in what's it? The I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. It's the one 50 Blind Dates or something dates where they had the guy at the crazy house that he'd meet you and then 30 seconds later, you say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm so and so." 30
Yeah.
seconds later, "Hey,
Yes,
how you
that
doing? I'm
look-
so and so."
At first, didn't that look like Donald had his camera outside the car?
51st dates.
Alzheimer's.
Donald,
What are
is
you
it
What are
the
you doing,
car?
Lance?
Well, Donald, is that your car or your son's car?
This is my wife's car.
Oh, your wife's car. Okay.
He's
But
doing a Lance.
Usually she this is a car she usually drives. We don't usually say her car, my car. It's our car.
Yeah.
And it's our truck. But normally she drives it and I usually drive the truck.
And when it's
And
got a
it's her-
scratch,
her
Donald
dune buggy.
drove.
Now, does she ever driven the dune buggy?
She cannot drive a stick.
Oh, okay.
So that's your dune buggy.
Oh, that's my dune buggy for sure. I'm not sure if she would even if she had the option to claim it if she would.
Is that can as is legally can or won't?
No, skill.
Yeah.
She has driven a stick like when she was younger. She drove her sister's car barely. So
Yeah. Well, pretty much everybody that drives over here can handle a stick shift because that's the way you brought up here.
yep.
Well, what
Tropical storm Oscar hits Cuba.
would you say the percentage of cars, new cars though, being sold in England are automatics?
Probably not. No.
Automatics are on the rise.
Automatics are an extra that you pay more for.
Well,
Mm.
yeah.
Same
You
here.
used to. Now that automatics is more or less everything.
Plus, of course, if you pass your test in an automatic, you can't drive a manual. You're not allowed to. But if you pass your test in a manual, you can drive an automatic.
That's an interesting rule.
Yeah, I never
Not
heard of
necessarily
that.
not necessarily a bad rule.
It makes sense. I mean, if you pass your test driving a car where you have to change gear, there is no problem driving a car where you don't have to change gear.
Agreed.
Whereas when you're driving a car that doesn't have to change gear, what the hell do you do with the gear knob when you come to
Yeah.
drive?
We could tell you, but you wouldn't want to know.
That's the problem. This car has the stick for the automatic. It's down here exactly where a shifter should be. And so sometimes I catch I'm resting my hand on it right now.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of want to shift, or if you're used to driving that automatic or the standard and you're driving an automatic and there's no clutch down there for you to hit, and instead you go ahead and hit the brakes and screech them.
Yeah.
It can be a problem switching the other way.
Not only that, but if you forget and try to change gear and slam it straight forward into park, you're in deep shit.
Well, fortunately, there's lockouts on most automatics.
Yeah, there's a button
You
on
can
the
slam
back.
it into neutral, but you can't really slam it into park.
Mm. I did once. Locked up the back wheels, stretched the accelerator cable.
So you're driving one that didn't have a lockout on it.
No, I just automatically put my thumb on the lock button.
No.
No, that was my mate's 1600 Capri, 1970s Capri. You don't call it a Capri, you call it something different.
Where's Dominic been? I ain't seen Dominic.
You know, the Ford
I
Coupe
know.
bonnet that was longer than the car. Can't remember what you call a Capri.
Yeah. What year?
Mid-70s. Well, no, late 70s, early 80s. But it was a mid-70s car. It was the Ford Capri over here.
That wasn't based on a Fox body, was it?
No, it's not a Mustang style. It was a coupe, and it had a very long bonnet.
I can't picture one in my head.
They did well over here. The biggest engine they put on was a 3-litre V6 Essex, which then they changed to a 2.9, then to a 2.8 on the injections. I've come across it in different videos, and I just can't remember what you call it.
That was stupid. This is really stupid. Trying to work on these pictures I got to do for Saturday, and I'm trying to find. I got the date. I can't find where the date's at on my template. That's really stupid.
So I wonder if it was like a Ford Galaxy or a Fairlane.
I know what those look like.
He said long nose, so that'd probably be more like a Galaxy.
I'm driving her. I'd look it up.
Donald, where are you headed? Are you driving somewhere? Or?
Yeah, I'm going home. I had a shoot today.
Oh, how'd that go?
They classed it as a compact sports car, and
It was
it did have
rough.
a V6 engine over there as well.
Thunderbird?
No, like I said, it was a coupe, so a fastback with a hatch.
That wasn't a Galaxy. I don't know if a Fairlane ever had something like that.
No, it's not a Fairlane.
See, the fastback with the hatch makes me reminds me of the Mustang from the idea reminds me of a Mustang from early
60.
80s.
Oh yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
well, that was the Mach 1.
My first one with the
No,
hatch on the back.
after the Mach 1.
My first one was a Ford Pinto where it had a hatch back.
Yeah.
I want to say it was a 79 where Mustang was the pace car for Indianapolis, and because they just rolled out the new body, and it was a Fox body. And yeah, a V6, that's not going to be a 69 fastback.
Hey, Dre.
Go, Dre.
But a Capri, you say?
Yeah. I think it was actually a Mercury over there rather than a Ford.
Okay.
Comet? No, Comet never had a fastback.
Where in the hell is this number at?
Let's see.
You know what? I'm going to be going in cross country, so I'm going to turn off my video to save bandwidth.
Uh-huh.
You
Okay.
guys can't see this what I'm showing on the screen?
No,
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 No.
you gotta have it
Well-
playing and then you share the screen.
there you go.
Oh, there you
How
go.
about now?
Yeah,
Capri.
that's
Yeah.
a Capri. That's a Capri.
Capri.
Oh, the Comet. Ford
okay.
Comet. The Comet. Yeah, that looks like a
Body
Comet.
shape, the body shape was closer to a Maverick.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Well, the Mavic and the Comet, I think. I think Maverick, Comet may have been Mercury and anyways. Yeah, it's that body style though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. A Maverick. It's probably what it was. It was probably a Maverick. They
Except
they
didn't do
sold
a-
lots
They
of
did
those.
not do that one. They did not do a
What in the
saloon
hell?
version.
Okay.
It was a good cheap car.
And it had the V6, so it would have had the 3-litre V6 engine in it.
A V6 and that size of car, he's got some pep.
Yeah, it came in with a couple different models. Shared the motors, the 2400 with the Pinto in the downsized version of it. And I think the V6 was a sport model. Or was it a sport-
Over here, they did a 1300, a 1600, and a 3-litre, a 2-litre and a 3-litre.
Yeah. Because the Pinto had the 2400.
And they did a race version of it, the RS 3100.
Right. And I think the small 6 might have been a actual 2800, but they made a V6 2800.
They went from 3-litre Essex to a
No, it is.
2.8 injection, 2.9 injection first, and then a 2.8 injection.
Yeah, here's a picture of the
And they changed the front end of it.
let me see here if I can share it.
They changed the grille and the lights.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all.
That's the RS version right there.
Mm. It's bloody expensive nowadays if you can find one of them.
Yeah.
No, that's an RS Escort.
Which is interesting
That's-
because they weren't expensive. They were
Go track version there.
sort of a poor man's sports car.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it was with that 6-cylinder. But the thing was small enough, light enough that, it made it
There's
a
one
fun.
with
fun
the
car.
body kit. The
Yeah,
flared
the,
out
the thing is that
fenders.
in the UK, that 3-litre V6 engine was one of the biggest ones in our production cars, other than the big Jaguar engines.
Mhm.
This is the look everybody wanted into the
Yeah.
late 70s, early 80s. If you can find one. This right here.
That's the Capri.
Front air
definitely.
down, the side skirts.
Yeah.
That's the look everybody was looking for back then.
Mm-hmm. Well, for a long time, our police used to use those as motorway chase cars,
Mm-hmm.
but they were renowned for the usual Americanism of going round a corner,
Right.
where the back wheels used to bounce around the corner rather than follow the front wheels. So what they used to do is they took the spare wheel out of the boot and filled the spare wheel well with concrete to weigh the back axle down.
What you get when you have a solid rear axle.
Yeah.
You don't have independent suspension in the rear.
Well, it did have the Capri had independent
Right.
suspension, but it was leaf springs back and
Oh, yeah.
coils front.
My Camaro had leaf springs on it.
I don't think Ford made anything with independent rear suspension back then.
Especially not if it was a Ford 9-inch, which is what everybody wants for
Well, I
dragging.
take that back unless you can afford to buy a Cobra.
Well, yeah. Which was what, $100,000 back then,
Yeah.
give or
I
take.
think today's price to buy a replica still costs you about close to about 200,000 or 300,000.
Oh yeah, it will.
The Shelby Cobra was just a Mustang, wasn't it? Only kitted out.
Well, when I say Cobra, I'm talking about the actual.
There was one called Cobra, AC Cobra.
Yeah,
Oh, the AC Cobra is
The
a little
AC
two-seater
Cobra.
sports car.
Yeah,
Right.
that thing.
Yeah.
That thing.
right. Yeah, the as they more commonly referred to now as if you want an Eleanor, you have to have one specially built for yourself.
They actually did a version with a roof as well. I can't remember what it was called, but it was definitely an AC. I mean, a lot of people build AC kit cars over here
Mhm.
and chuck a big block Chevy engine in it.
Mm.
But there's a lot of people use the Rover V8 in it, the 3.5 litre.
You're never going to be right unless you get a 351 Cleveland put in it.
Mm. I mean, the replicas, you can pick up a replica for 10,000 for a decent condition one, up to 30,000-40,000 for a really good condition one. You very rarely find an original.
This is what you want right here. Let me blow this up.
With the same kind of nose as the original C1 Corvettes, the fish nose.
There you go, Mark. That's an Eleanor.
Uh-huh.
The 67 body shape.
That's a Consul Capri.
Yeah, but that's a GT 500 Eleanor Mustang.
Mm. Same shape as the Consul Capri before the actual Capri came its own name.
Yeah. So if you ever find yourself with about a couple $100,000 lying around, go ahead and order one. I think there's places down in Texas that makes them.
Well, you can actually buy an E-Type Jag now that's been stripped down and completely rebuilt modern car.
Well, I would, you know what? I like the one that Prince Harry has, the electric one, the EV. I think it's called the Eagle that Prince Harry got when he got married.
An Eagle? I've not seen.
Yeah, it's a replica Jaguar.
Right, yeah,
But it's fully electric.
right. Because yeah, they do the E-Type. They also, there's a company that does the Aston Martin DB4 with modern day running gear as well.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
Welcome
What did
back.
I miss? Have I missed anything?
Dominic,
Not any
We're just
columns
going down
anyway.
memory lane, Dominic.
Yeah, you didn't miss any cones.
Okay then.
you weren't here this morning when Paul bought the Air 3S.
No, did he?
He thought he was going
You ain't
to
got
buy
it though.
He tried to.
Yeah, you didn't go and get it.
it.
Yeah, we're not talking about Hudson's.
I actually think that when he rung them up and he said, you know, I'm in Wales and
Yeah.
sorry, I'm in America and we're struggling to get them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Best Buy was like, you ain't having this one either.
Yeah, he told him
But
it was
he,
a
he
horror.
didn't attempt to go to. He didn't attempt to
No,
go
he
to
was
Canada
he was
again,
too
did he?
honest on the phone.
He was speaking to a call center where the guy sounded like he was in the Philippines, and he said, "I'm in Port Huron," and I thought he's not going to know where that is.
He
Hmm.
might. He may have scammed a few people last week in Port Huron.
Mm.
You never know.
I mean, other than being there, the only reason I know where it is because my mate in Detroit has got a caravan there in Port Huron, almost next to the bridge that Paul goes flying at.
Oh, okay.
He's a lad that's from Manchester that used to play golf with back in the 80s before he moved over there.
You guys, we have had a dry fall here, and we have not had a hard freeze yet. And I'm just going to tell you, this is probably one of the prettiest as far as fall foliage in this area that I have seen in a decade.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't got your drone with you.
No,
What a shame.
I already got out. It was a couple days ago, and I went down to the river bottoms and followed the creek a little bit and got the fall colors down there by the creek.
Ah.
But normally we have fall colors for a couple days, and then we'll have a hard freeze and the leaves all fall off. But it has been an extended color change this year
Yeah,
in this part of the world.
most of the trees in my garden, the leaves change from green to bright yellow and then fall off.
Yeah, same here. Green, bright yellow, and then fall off.
Yep.
Because my garden is full of yellow leaves at the moment.
We're heading in the opposite direction here. Our trees are starting to get a little bit of green
Green
foliage.
Yeah.
You guys talking about?
Foliage. No, sorry, I meant to say foliage, isn't it?
Yeah, foliage.
I
Foliage.
don't think that happens here.
Where's he at? Are you doing one? There he is.
Oh, we've got two bills.
There.
Two bills.
Oh. Oh, okay. You're both Donald and Bill are in the car. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all driving.
Confused.
As long as
Yeah.
they honk horns as they pass each other, that'll be fine.
Thought he was
Yeah.
doing it from two
Yeah,
cameras.
the palm trees are particularly beautiful this time of year.
You mean they're still green and brown?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it.
You know what? This woman is clearly missing a trick. 13 accidents in 2 months, right? And she had a Ring doorbell that points right at them, right? Why ain't she getting that Ring doorbell on YouTube?
Yeah. I'd sit and watch it.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be illegal, David?
No?
Well, the other day you said that they can't have it facing the street.
It's apparently because it's not pointing over someone else's property. It's just pointing over.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure somebody owns that property across the street. Just because a house is not there don't mean it ain't owned.
They may own the field.
That's right.
I don't care. My camera points that way. Straight out.
Maybe the reason why they're having accidents is because of the road design.
Mine points straight out and a little bit to the left.
Well, it's not. It's because the markings aren't very painted and people can't read the give way sign.
Hmm.
Okay, Don, was that your Arnold Palmer reference?
Wait, what?
I don't know why it's got a Chinese writing at the bottom.
Obviously Chinese subtitles.
It's not a Ring doorbell. It's a Chinese knockoff.
Yeah, it's the T-move.
It does say ring.
That was just Donald being nasty. That's what it was.
Chinese subtitles, is that kind of a noodle?
What are you guys talking about?
Chinese subtitles. Is that some kind of noodle? Chinese noodle, or I'd like a dish of Chinese subtitles, please. Crab rangoon and some subtitles.
I like subtitles if they're fresh and you got to grate them really, really fine, and then sprinkle a little bit of chili oil on top of them. Oh, so good.
I like sesame oil. I put sesame oil on a lot of stuff. You like sesame
I'd
oil?
agree with that.
Me too.
I'd rather have chili oil.
Well, I've got I got a sesame oil bottle that's almost empty that I'm going to be using for some fresh chili oil.
With a little hint of sesame. That sounds good, actually. It sounds really good.
I've got those Thai peppers that I grew. I'm going to make chili oil with those Thais.
Hey, does anybody know where Paul went? Mr. Fisher.
He
in the
went to
chat.
the flyer ship.
He went to go fly a ship.
Jeez, those are pretty.
If you can see a ship on that TV screen at the back of his thing, then that's what he's doing.
Well, there's somebody in the chat was very, very concerned.
Yeah, he went to fly a ship.
Yes, it's all right. He's decided he's got a bit better things to do with the money than go out and buy an Air 3S. Like pay bills.
Well,
You sure that's not
You
where
know
he's
he's gone
going?
over that bridge.
You sure that's not where he's going? He might have just
No, he called me
secretly.
and said he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his drone's hovering over Best Buy just to see if you can see it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for see what Marcus and Ron Brown have to say tonight with all this customs activity going on with these shipments. I guess 51 Drones put out another video today talking about DJI filed lawsuit against the American government.
They said they didn't want
Let's see what
to.
this guy's.
Backs against the wall.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you can still order one directly from them and get it.
Well, as I said, everything that was sent was directly from them. Nobody bought it from a second party.
Nobody could.
Right.
I think Barclay said that his had been blocked
Are
by.
we calling it? Justin's here. We calling it.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
But I've seen.
We know he has nothing to add to the conversation.
I've seen
Yeah,
on
that's point.
Facebook.
Flip it all, man.
I can block him.
I've seen on
Over to you,
Facebook
Justin.
that somebody had a different drone other than an Air 3S blocked at customs as well.
Who was
I
that,
don't
Mark?
think they'll win that lawsuit, to be honest with you.
Why?
Well, I don't think it's really going to be about winners and losers. It's going to be about what information gets brought out. It's going to be key.
Because that's a law that's enacted that they have every right to enforce. So I don't see
Yeah.
how they're going to win.
Yeah,
that.
but if it's being enforced properly,
Right.
I mean,
And that's always
there's
been my
lots of
question.
laws.
Yeah, but it's up to the company to
I
prove
like that
them
one.
wrong, not the
Yeah.
other way around.
But according to the information has been put out lately by 51 Drones, he has stated over the last year and a half, 2 years, DJI has asked for a meeting and exchange of information with the DoD about why they got put on this list and everything else. And they've been kicking the can down the road. And now DJI says, you know what? Now you're going to put the customs agency on us. We're going to file suit.
Yeah,
Because
but the customs, but with that
never gave
rule,
us
it's states.
clarification of why we got put on this list.
Yeah, but
with that-
the point is, you can't just arbitrarily say that they're purchasing product or using labor from that region of China
But that rule states that it's up to the
Unfortunately-
company to prove them wrong, not the other way around.
Yeah,
The company has to
unfortunately,
I don't
prove
that
them
think
wrong.
law states that
We're
yes,
having
they
an innocent
can.
and proven guilty.
If they
Hmm.
suspect it, they
No,
can do it.
guilty or proven innocent.
Yeah, it says literally that they only have to suspect it, and it's up to the company to prove that they are not doing what they are being accused of, not the other way around.
Yeah,
I don't
Like
see
I
that
said,
being an
Justin,
issue.
they've been asking for the, they've been asking
DJI
to
has
prove.
been trying to get information to present with the DOD on why they were put on this list so they can counter it. And they say DOD has failed to respond to their request for over a year and a half.
And I'm sure there's some international law that they'll be breaking.
Well, I mean, they can do what they want, the government, but they say if you're going to play by these rules, play by the rules. Don't make rules that you're not going to play by yourself.
Yeah, the trouble is that if they play by these rules, they should be playing for it across the board. And it should not just be DJI drones. It should be all sorts of crap.
That was my whole point. I said anything basically made in China can be considered made with slave labor, and nothing should get put into the United States through any port.
Like mobile phones, tablets, computers.
Yes, but what about all these Apple companies?
Everything.
All these Apple devices. They're still.
Well,
made
that's
in
what
China.
we're saying, David. You know, like I say, most of us where we're sitting at right now, except for Bill and Donald driving, can probably within arm's reach can find another device or two that's made in China sitting right next to you. If it be a camera that you're using right now, I pretty much tell that camera was probably made in China.
No, sitting in my truck, I could do that. There's Chinese products in here somewhere.
Yeah. I have all my I have all my camera gear back behind me.
And the
Actually,
GPS
here, let me.
stuff.
I'll touch something right now that's made in China. My phone.
Yeah.
So that's my whole point is that I said this is more like a selective enforcement thing, and that's not the way the law was written. It was written to be a broad law against any products manufactured or partially manufactured in China by slave labor.
Right, but what everybody in the drone community's failing to see is there's hundreds of products being blacklisted every day.
Yeah, but supposedly,
It's not just
specifically,
one
we're
thing.
talking about the region where the Uyghurs are.
Right,
And-
that's
and,
the way the law
right.
was written for
Right.
particularly, but it doesn't even. But like I said, the law does not state. it
Yes,
has to be
William Paul is
drones,
flying his
anything.
drone.
It's any Chinese manufactured products. So, like I'm saying, this law was enacted, went into effect June of 2022. So my thing is, what is the customs agency been doing for the last 2 years?
I
We've
mean,
had at least 3 drones come out from DJI and whoever else been making drones over the last 2 years.
I mean, I know
Yeah,
they-
it might turn out they got tired of paying off the same people.
Yeah, I know they said that it was all just to protect the Uyghur, but what it should have been is to protect all forced labor throughout the world, not just in one area.
Yeah, but I just don't like the way this so-called action took place, and you wait 2 years to actually use it
That's not what I'm doing.
to someone's benefit, to grandstand.
Yeah.
And like I said, and it's not being applied across the board.
Justin, did you get an answer from that company yet?
What?
You get an answer from that company yet?
What company?
They'll be shut now.
Your bus company.
No, I'm gonna drive up there tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm just gonna drive up there tomorrow.
Don't forget they finished after they've dropped everybody off from school, and that'll be about 4 o'clock, won't it?
Justin's
Well,
going to get there. There'll be a sign
You know
on
what?
the
You
gate
guys
saying,
might have
"We
got
move."
Justin fired with your big old firebrand conversation yesterday, and somebody from his job was listening.
Yeah. I've been.
Wait till he gets up
Telling
to
him,
the gates
well, you
tomorrow.
gotta
and
go up
there's
there and fight that. Go get your money.
No,
Wait
Sarah's
till he gets
mom
up to the
even tried
gate.
to call. No, Sarah's mom even tried to call a few people from the bus company, and she couldn't get up with anybody either.
Yeah.
So
He's
I
going
don't
to
know
come
what
to the
was
gates
going
and there'll be
on.
a sign saying, "We've moved, thanks to Justin."
No, I'm gonna head up there tomorrow morning. I just couldn't go there today because everybody had all the cars, so I
Yeah.
was stuck at the house all day.
Yeah, there'll be this big Captain Joe disclaimer on the gate.
Oh, here comes a cyber truck through the parking lot at the grocery store.
Okay.
Dude, those things look a lot bigger in person than they do in
They're
pictures.
huge.
They're fucking, yeah, they're
Regular
fucking
Tes-
huge.
Regular Teslas are huge, dude.
No, these things are fucking, I don't, have you seen one in person yet, Joy?
Yeah, I've seen
They're
them. The trucks
fucking
are
huge.
huge, but I mean, even when you drive by the Tesla Model Y, them things look like they're like almost the size of a truck because they got all them batteries in the bottom of them. They're wide. They are wide, and they got that one Tesla model that has the Gulf wing doors in the back. So you got to watch where you park at.
Oh, no. I actually watched a video on that. And the way they design those doors aren't like the old school ones. They've
Mhm.
designed them where you can open them actually in very tight corners or places because the kind of the angle that they go up. Because
Mm.
there was a girl that was doing a YouTube video and people were asking her about the doors on the back, whether
Yeah.
it's an issue in parking lots, and she went in the parking lots and was showing how you could open them.
Mm.
The way it's the angle that they swing up at. It's designed to where it doesn't have to have a wide like opening area.
Yeah, but I know, out here Teslas are like Skittles out here in California,
Oh,
especially
they're
down in
all
Orange
over. Yeah.
County, dude. It's crazy. But I'm saying them
Oh, yeah.
things are big cars. They're wide. They're not long, but they are wide.
I've seen like Teslas used to be kind of a rare thing, but now there's a lot of them. You see them everywhere now.
Yeah, like I said, you go down, starting around Brea, Fullerton area, and start hitting around there, man. You see more Teslas than you see Chevys.
Yeah, you're starting to see a lot of more charging stations popping up everywhere
Yep.
too.
Hey, Waypoint.
They just built a new Hilton just built a new hotel in the Saxel 10 complex. I'm in a real nice hotel, and there's a bunch
Yeah.
of Tesla chargers out there now. They just
Well, I know
installed.
out here in Southern California, a lot of the 7-Elevens that don't sell regular gas, they all have charging stations.
Big 3 or 4 charging stations at my local supermarket, Tesco.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
like-
next step is put charging stations at everyday locations like supermarkets and
Yeah. But
places like that.
IKEA have got a few as well in Ashton.
Well, that's the thing is the infrastructure's like already there as far as brick and mortar stores to be able to put them at. Because you could just introduce a couple at each gas station. I mean,
Yeah.
The
And
gas
like I say,
station
that
in
one
the-
out there where you used to live, Justin, going to the, what's it called? The big, it's a huge gas station, has the big old ice cream thing out in front of it. I flew a mission there.
a Moco.
No, it's
you're talking about out in Yermo?
yeah.
I don't remember the name of that place because it wasn't there when I lived there. That was
Okay.
something that's recent, just in the
Yeah,
past
but
like 5 or
that
6
place
years.
has about, it's a regular gas station, but it has about 20 charging stations also.
Yeah, I don't really. I saw. A matter of fact, I think it was your video. Didn't you
Yeah.
post some videos on that?
Yeah, I did a job there.
Yeah,
I did a job for the facility to fly it and take pictures of all the other infrastructure around it.
Yeah, that place wasn't there last time I was out in California, so
Yeah.
that's had to have been putting in somewhere in the past like 6, 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't there when I was out there visiting my mom about 8 years ago. So,
Yeah, Tesco's don't have their charging stations in the petrol station. They've actually got them in some of the parking bays in the car park.
Well, that makes more sense because you have to sit there for a long time. You need
Eddie's
more than a
one,
couple.
that's the name of it,
You need
Justin.
more than a
Eddie-
couple. You need a dozen or so because the cars are going to be sitting in them for a long period of time.
Yeah, they do that so that they can park them up there, put them on charge, and then go in the shop shopping.
Yeah.
You know?
But just in the 10 minutes or 5 minutes since I mentioned that Cybertruck, I've literally seen 6 Teslas come through the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I started counting them after I mentioned it.
I was at a party a couple weeks ago, and there was one of those Cybertrucks there, and I thought the box was pretty, but they didn't take it out of the box. But the box was really pretty and shiny.
Yeah, I like Elon and everything, but yeah, I think he kind of fell short with that design. I just don't like that design. I think it's kind of ugly.
It is ugly to me.
Just
Not
my
kind of
opinion.
ugly. Not kind of
many
ugly.
times
It is
all
ugly.
It is.
I think all
It
the
is
other
ugly.
Tesla cars have a nice modern look, but that
No, you know what that looks
How many
like?
times
When
have
they-
you driving it? Oh, go ahead.
You know, back in the day, they used to use clay blocks to design cars. You know, they just carve them out from like that before they had computers.
Uh-huh.
Well, that looks like they started with a clay block and they lost interest in about 5 minutes.
Eddie World.
Yeah,
It looks-
that's the name of it. Eddie's
It looks-
World.
To me, like it's a more modern and twice as big version as the Impala.
Well, when I was in junior high school, we were given these blocks to carve a car out of, and then we race them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Did that,
I
in
think-
did that in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I think the Cybertruck, I think they were given a block to carve it out, and they just didn't do any carving.
That's it. I'm telling you, they lost interest real quick. They fired the design. They fired the design team 15 minutes in.
All right, I'm headed out, you guys. I may catch you when I
Later,
get home.
Dre. Oh, Dre, by the way, you said careful old man, right? You forgot. We're not just old
Right,
men, we're Marines.
I like
I said a little different.
Marine.
Ugh. Nothing like doing something the last minute.
Hmm.
I got pictures Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. I got to do 27 girls for lady skipper basketball, and I'm got to do posters and everything. So I'm designing everything.
Interesting.
But technically designed, I'm just tweaking it a little bit, you know.
Hmm.
Got to do 27 girls. Sounds like my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dangerous though.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got to make my posters look better than the guy that shot volleyball's posters.
Mm.
Then I got about 3 weeks from now, I got 47 in soccer. I got to shoot.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a big money day. I'll go out there for about 4 hours work and make about $1,800. Then I won't have another shoot until March when I do.
Okay. Hey, Brian.
Actually, I'll have junior ROTC in January, headshots, but you make $300 on that. And then North Shore track team, like beginning of March, and that's about a $1,700-1,800 day. I'm hoping to get softball back this year, because that's about an $800 day.
Hmm.
Howdy.
That'd be nice.
All right, I'll see you guys
I've
later.
done something. Yeah, later. Later, Uncle Bill.
Bye, Bill.
Okay, Bill.
Bye, Bill.
Yeah, I've done something completely different this year. I'm not buying anything. I'm just putting the money in the bank.
Hi, Sansa. Hi, Brenda.
That's good.
And yeah, only thing I bought was a Neo. That's all I bought. And I'm still kind of mad I did that.
I got a call earlier today from the company that I used to work for
Oh, okay.
that one of the girls I know got promoted and now her position's available. And she called and asked if I would be interested. And so I said, yeah, if I get hired there, this video production work, I'm going to keep doing it, but I've got any cash I make from video production, that's going to toys this year. So
Sounds
If that's
great.
the company you used to work for, I'd take it back if you liked it.
And you get your,
I did, and
get
since
your-
I've only been gone a little over a year, I may go back with full benefits, and that includes 4 weeks of vacation a year.
that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Get your Phantom 4 back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking all the toys you're gonna get back.
Do what?
All the toys you're gonna get back by going back.
You get your
I'll
Phantom,
get free. I'll
You
get
get
free
Phantom-
cable.
you get your Phantom 4.
Yay.
Yeah, your Phantom 4 and what other drone you said you wanted from there?
Oh, those toys? No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish the application tonight. If I get told that they're rehiring me, I'm going to be purchasing on the Mudball Creative Company. I'll be buying a Air 3S.
Well done there, Donald. Well done.
I think I would rather get an Air 3S than get
When
the
when it
Phantom that's got a lot of flight hours.
No,
on it.
you want the Phantom 4.
It's got a lot of flight hours on it.
Yeah, it's the sentimental value. Hello, Jim.
It's got the
That's true, it's
variable.
got sentimental.
The Air 3S hasn't got a variable aperture.
That's true. That's the one, but it's got 14 stops. The aperture is
Yeah.
That's one thing, but the 14 stops, that takes the sting out of that.
Yeah, it takes video in permanent HDR.
And
That's the
that does
kicker.
pull a little sting out of the locked aperture.
And it doesn't have a mechanical shutter either.
That's true.
The other point. But then again, there's nothing to stop you from using both of them.
Well, I'm just saying, of all the toys that are still at that place,
Yeah.
the Phantom is a little bit lower on the list.
All right. You mean that big ass gimbal that's still in a warehouse?
A chip.
A jib. Yeah.
Yeah, we know you want it. We know you want it.
There's also a nice little probe lens there. There's a telephoto lens there. But I'd be happy to buy my own toys if I had a steady paycheck and had this gig as a side gig.
Yeah, Joe, there's a message for you in the chat.
And this
Right now.
position that you're going for higher paid than the one you were originally in?
I'll be going in. It'll be right at the same, maybe a little bit more, but not a lot more.
My day has been amazing. Thank you, Laura.
But that's counting my chickens before they're hatched. I
Yeah.
still have to apply and go through the interview process.
Yeah. The fact that you've got an advantage in knowing the procedures and the way that they want you to work is always a help.
Yeah, I know the corporate culture. I left on good terms. I didn't go on the internet and start bad mouthing them.
Yep.
That's a good thing. You never burn your bridges. Well, you could dislike them, but don't burn them.
Joe,
anyway,
comment.
I almost didn't even mention the phone calls. Like I don't know if that is gonna jinx it or not. I don't believe in jinxing, so I might as well just say it.
Mm-hmm.
But
You got the job.
don't know. I'm not gonna say I do, but the girl who called me, who got the manager position, she didn't want
She's
to
the
call
one
me.
hiring you?
No, she's not going to be doing the interview. Her boss is. Because
Ah.
she just now got promoted to that position. They're going to let her boss do the hiring. But she didn't want to call me and ask me and then get my hopes up and then have it fall through. So she called her boss first and said, I think Dawn would be interested in, and talked about me. And they talked about me before she ever gave me the call.
You got a job.
So.
Have faith. It's your job.
But that'd be nice, and then I still get to keep all the gear that they gave me when I left.
They just want to give back. That's what they want.
Yeah, that's what they're, all right, we're gonna hire you, but you gotta hand everything back and be like, okay, now I gotta think about it.
You're gonna go back and have one of the items, and they're gonna say, well, we thought that was stolen. You're fired.
And it's just a 5-day a week job.
Yep.
Justin.
Just
Yeah.
5 days and during the day, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I can work from the office or from home.
Oh, that's handy.
Like I told her, I said, as long as the office is there, I'd rather go into the office a lot of the time
Especially
because I
with the
can concentrate and focus at an office.
yeah, especially with the grandkids at home.
Laura's message for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I'm not on there anymore. What
It's-
does it say?
It's from TJ.
Oh, what does it say?
What do you think he says?
Laura. He says, Laura.
I've
TJ.
Hey, David, did you get that photo I sent you earlier?
Which one?
Well, he only sent you one.
Then the answer's probably no.
Have a look then.
Yeah, have a look then. What's that?
Oh
Hey,
look,
Dom.
The bad thing
I've just got a notification from Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
that jumper is definitely David.
In
bad
it.
thing is if I go back, I won't be able to hang out with you guys every day anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
you got it. No great loss.
Shame.
The first,
All right, fuck you.
at least the conversation's been more.
No, I didn't say, I mean, no great loss. You're doing better than us. You know,
yeah,
Donald,
the perfect.
Donald, I got a question. I mean, Dom, I got a question for you.
What?
Did you see that video I sent you? The one we going through all those play yards?
Is that a
No.
Or did I send it to you?
you're going.
When
Dominic.
did you send it to me?
No, Dominic.
Oh, Dominic.
yeah, I
I
did.
didn't say Donald. I was like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Donald,
Now let me ask you a question,
Yeah,
Dominic.
Donald, he don't
Doesn't
care
it-
for you to look at it.
Your mic needs to go up on the PC.
no.
Yes.
Didn't it look
Right.
kind of choppy?
All your footage usually looks choppy.
Oh, yeah, I'd,
You want me to get the
probably
big
say
dot?
tough.
Okay.
Yeah, them
what I'm-
football
see-
pictures,
But
See,
I
this is my
wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's really choppy, but there was a bit of choppiness to it.
Yeah, because what happens is, like I said, when you're flying this with the motion controller, it seems like when you make the turn, instead of it just gliding around, it goes like this.
Yeah, I gave you one.
Either Paul's
It
gone
feels like it
to
jerks to that position.
Tim Hortons again, or there's more than one ship.
Back it in.
Donald sounds
No,
like
he's
he's
in-
talking
he's in
from a
Canada at the
walkie-talkie,
moment.
TJ, because he's in his car
Yeah.
talking on the stereo.
Anyway, Donald, if you get this job, this channel will become more educational. Maybe not factually
That's a
correct.
bad thing.
No, it won't be factually correct, but it'd be educational.
Yeah, we won't have any correct answers.
It'd be like
Oh,
doing a
thank you,
crossword and
Reece.
just
Oh,
squeezing the letters in.
If Don doesn't come on during the day, who's going to be able to understand all my comments?
Mm.
You have to come on in the evening.
Sorry. I'll tell you what. If you say something nobody understands, just make a note of it. Send me a list, and then I will go ahead and make a supplemental video
Yeah.
later on that night explaining everything to everybody.
They were showing on Fox just now, Donald Trump back in 2011, okay? That he's in his hotel knocking on the door saying room service and cleaning up rooms to meet
Yeah.
people.
He used to do
Yeah.
that. He used to go around whenever he had a property.
Yeah,
He would take these other jobs just to keep his feet down there to hear what the employees were saying.
Yeah,
He would
and
do
then
dog walking.
yeah, he was doing dog walking too.
Yeah. I believe even in his one of his golf courses he caddied, if I'm not mistaken.
And Justin, if Donald does get this job, you've got to go to sitting in car parks again during the day.
Oh, I miss Justin.
What job? What are you talking about?
Donald might get his job back.
Not my job back, but a different job at the same company.
Oh, cool. So is it like for sure, or you're just kind of 50-50 in the air?
Hey, I'm gonna call it up in the air. The
Yeah, I think it's
manager
for sure.
called me today and asked if I would be interested in the position.
Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
probably hard to find people that understand that
Qualified.
business, and especially in the area you're in. You know, you're not in
Right,
a big ass city with 10 million people. Yeah.
Yeah, and I already know the people that I'll be working with.
I'd leave them for now.
All right.
And when she talked to her boss asked her, she goes, "Does he know anything about Excel?" And she started laughing. She's like, "Don is the one that built all of these Excel sheets that are still being used by traffic, and he's the one that everybody called whenever Excel broke."
Yeah, that's got to be a plus.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
that's
say
good,
that
though.
you're a shoe in, but it might be like a flip flop in.
Yeah, we'll call it 50-50. It'll be a flip-flop in.
Flip flop in. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
that's
some
good
Crocs.
though.
So anyway, I mean, fingers crossed
Yeah, fingers crossed.
it will be a relief to me.
And us. I mean, oh,
All,
sorry.
all I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna take my disclaimer off because it's what I feel. Fingers don't work. I'll pray for you.
Okay.
I know a guy.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
good though.
Sorry, Donald. I just had to throw that one in.
Throw it in.
When you said it would be a relief to you, I said, and us.
Oh, okay. You can insult me all you want. I just consider the source.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
if
remember-
we could get Paul to quit buying drones, we'd be doing all right.
Even
Yeah.
though we get ourselves.
You're never going to do that.
Yeah.
Paul
Donald.
actually go to get that?
No, he almost bought another one though.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Tim.
And Donald,
Hey Tim, what's
He's
up?
supposed to have gone to fly a ship, but he's been gone a long time, so I reckon
Yeah,
two-
we know
there's two
where
or
he's
three ships
gone.
going
Tim
through.
Hawkins
He's
is
using,
somewhere
he's using
He's
his
gonna
gone
come-
to fly a
come-
ship as an
He's gonna
excuse.
come back with Tim Hortons, Bavarian creams, and a 3S.
What's up, Tim?
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Once he got his car, he's like, I can drive to Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
Donald, I just want to say,
Yeah.
you know the British way, right? If we insult you, it's because we like you, right? Just because we insult you doesn't mean we do like you. You know, like you
Okay,
said when you checked on me in the hospital, just because I'm checking on you doesn't mean I like you. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing the same.
You know, I would like to appreciate that sentiment, but I didn't understand a word you said. Can somebody translate that to English?
Yeah, horse.
Hey, Tim.
Chicken.
I'm pretty sure, Donald, he called you an asshole and he's going on the defensive.
That
He
it
just what he
sounded
said.
like it, yeah.
Justin's the asshole.
I mean,
Justin's
it
not
sounded
an
like
I
the
think
asshole.
British
that's what he
version.
said.
I mean, David, you sounded like the British version of the Swedish Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Well, that's what I just went.
Cringy.
That's what I just said.
The problem is, every
That
time
was
I speak, Somebody like Mark fucking talks over the top of me.
The
Fuck
thing
off.
at the end. Of it.
Right,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm going to mute him in a minute.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah, but the problem is anybody that's on a cell phone, if somebody starts talking over them, that cuts them out anyway. You can't hear Mark
Yeah.
when you start talking.
Yeah, I know. It's hard work getting a word in edgeways.
Just when you're
Yep.
I'm gonna get that for my Christmas shirt this year.
What the hell is that?
Awesome.
It's a Christmas shirt,
Wow.
like Christmas
Oh,
lights.
those are Christmas balls.
Oh, fuck.
Bubbles. Those are
Yeah,
Christmas
I've seen
bubbles,
you.
aren't they? Okay.
It's a
Joe, you're
vintage
not, get,
Christmas pattern long sleeve.
Joe, you're not getting that. It's getting stopped at customs. Chinese. You, next time,
guarantee you that
next
was
time
done
you'll
that
see that, customs will be wearing it.
Hey, Tim.
All right.
Knock you out in a minute, man.
Rio, I'm in bed.
Is Jim behind in the fucking stream
Probably,
again?
he's
Now
always-
he's talking about Tesla Hummers.
He's always behind the
Yeah, it's still about
That was
40
like-
minutes behind.
That was like 25 minutes ago.
Rio.
Okay.
Okay.
There, I put in the chat, refresh the stream, Jim.
Nah, I do like this one.
Get off TV.
That one's more like me. I'll get down.
They're all in.
Have you shown them that picture of the one I sent you, David? Yeah.
Look, straight into the cage.
He does.
Hmm?
Yeah, we got to get Dominic a Christmas card of a snowman sunbathing.
You mean a bucket of water with a carrot floating in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to send my
Yeah.
Christmas card.
It does puzzle me why Australian Christmas cards have snowmen and robins.
Dominic, if you send me a Christmas card, I don't want one with snow or robins on it.
I think it's too late now.
Yeah. No, it's not too late.
No, we've got until the beginning of December to send them.
Yeah. Arts
What's up,
card
Joe?
arrived this morning. It only took 9 days to get here.
And 8 of them were to print it.
Yeah.
So did you didn't
Hello,
have to
Joe.
go? You didn't go in the office and talk to him, Donald? They just called you on the phone?
No?
Yeah.
He's
The
got
job
a-
hasn't even been posted yet, so.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well call somebody that previously worked there instead of trying to find somebody. I mean, it's not like you left on bad terms. You didn't do anything to get fired, so, or
No.
let go, or whatever you want to call it.
No, and they just switched to a new system. So no matter who they hire, they're going to have to be trained on the new system anyway.
Right.
But I won't have to be trained on the people
Mm.
because I know the people.
Well, I have a feeling too, if they posted that job, it's going to be like some of the other jobs around there that you were finding that were posted for a long time that were kind of in like the social
Yeah.
media stuff. There's just not a lot of people in your area that are probably qualified for that.
This job, yeah. But this is a job that once you get in and start, and that's one good thing about this job is that it is basically helping out the salespeople on all the digital media products. And so if you wanted to learn about all those digital products, is a great way to do it. So if I get canned again, if they do the same thing a year from now and say, okay, we're going to let you go, at least then I'll actually understand those sales positions and maybe be even better out on my own than I am now.
Mm.
Because I'll have a little more experience in the sales side of things and also know those products and be able to sell those exact same products myself if I understood them. So there'll be some training. It'll be a lot of training involved in it, but
He's not online. Go to do.
Hopefully it works out for you.
I hope so. And it would be nice to get all those benefits back.
No, William
Free
Paul
internet.
hasn't come back yet.
Yeah,
Free
he went
internet,
to
free
Canada.
HBO.
Nah,
Well,
he's
sitting here,
he's in Canada at the moment.
yeah,
So
he's
it doesn't
in
matter.
Best Buy.
So it doesn't matter what position at the company you have, you all get that perk, the
Free.
free internet,
You
all
always
that,
get that. You always get the free
It's not
internet.
getting
and
Yeah.
cable.
It's fine,
That's cool.
fine.
Yep.
It's going fine. Shut up,
I'm
woman.
waiting for my wife to tell me what she wants. I'm getting tacos at Taco Bell, but as soon as I get a message back from my wife whether if she wants a mix of crunchy and soft, I'm gonna be ditching you guys.
Oh, you parked in the car park.
Unless you want me to carry you inside and let you help me order.
Oh, Justin can do that.
Get some chalupas. Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I
make
like
a
getting the
decision.
gorditas.
I miss the smothered
gorditas.
burrito they used to have. They don't have that anymore.
Oh, do you remember they had years ago they had, what was it called? But it was basically their chili inside of a tortilla with some cheese, and it was just super. Oh, they're so good. It was super thin because the chili was pretty runny. They didn't use a lot of it.
Welcome back, Paul.
Hey,
I don't know what
Oh,
they
so
called
he's
it,
back
but
from
man,
Canada.
it's so good.
Yeah,
Okay, did he
well,
come back with donuts?
no. The thing with that sucked about Taco Bell and a lot of fast food places, they got rid of like half their menus during COVID.
Paul,
Now they're just starting to bring some of it back.
Remember that food picture I showed y'all yesterday with the shrimp and the sausage?
no.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
This is her finished product. That's what
Oh,
it looks like when
nice.
she finished.
Pinch out. We can't.
That looks
You see
good.
it?
Oh,
Boy, does that look good. It had the sausage, the
yeah.
peppers,
Boys.
the shrimp, on flatbread. Oh, Lord help
Yep.
me. I
I
told
don't
her son
know.
to get
I
ready to
think
move
that's-
next door to her.
Okay.
I think that's the pizza company underneath that's been advertised.
Oh, I sent you guys all. Well, I sent some of you guys that recipe for those sliders if you wanted to try. 'em.
Yeah, I
I
got it.
think I sent it to Donald
Yes.
and Joe.
Okay, if
Yeah.
Ian says
Didn't send
bye.
it to me. I want
No.
one of
Yep,
Those were
it's
good.
bookmarked.
No, we're not
Look
going
at
to
that
eat
Best Buy
those over
bag he's
here.
got. You see it?
No, they're a bit rubbery.
Yeah, sliders are a bit rubbery over here.
They're a shoe over here, Donald.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Although they're a very bad shoe because knobheads wear them with socks. It's like pack it in.
Oh, it's like okay, so it's like guys that wear sandals over here with tube socks. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
way.
you just want to go
Yep.
up and slap them.
What we call Jesus slippers. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Jesus sandals.
Jesus.
It does my head in as well when the people wear them in the rain. What the hell?
Got
I
tube
will
socks
Paul
on
get
with
back to his chair so I can
sandals
speak to him.
pouring out.
Okay. She said, well, guys, I'm going to go. Have a good
Uh,
rest of the show.
Have
I
fun.
can send it to you, Tim. It's just I don't know if you can get the type of rolls that were being used.
Yeah,
but I'll send it to you.
That's why. Yeah. I haven't
I'll
been
send
able
it
to
to you
find
there.
those roles, so
Right. See you, Donald. Take care.
But you might be able to find a different type of roll that you could use to substitute.
I'll look into it.
Because they were made with the Hawaiian rolls. Let me find the. Here we go. Here, I'll forward it to you.
Where the fuck did
Yeah,
Paul
I'm
go?
going to look at those.
I know I'm not Justin's friend no more. Don't want to send me it.
I know. He's
I
talking.
could. Oh, for fuck's sake! Here, I'll send it to everybody.
Don't fucking, whoa! Don't fucking send it to me. I don't want your spam.
Spam fritters.
Oh,
Oh God!
Yeah, spam
Yeah.
fritters are like.
You go to bed.
I sent it to Laura and I sent it to Tim. The only reason I didn't send it to anybody out the U.S. because none of you guys said that you could have. Well, they're not sliders, Tim. They're just like sliders. They were Hawaiian rolls, and then you put like pastrami and
What's an
pepperoni
Hawaiian
and stuff.
roll?
It's kind of like a sub, a mini sub, and then you put some like garlic butter on the things and toast them. You'll see. You'll look at the recipe I sent you.
I'll look at it.
Right.
And I'll weigh out.
Paul,
Yeah.
don't go anywhere. I've got a message
But
for
they
you.
were really good.
I'll be right back.
It'd be right back.
You should be able to get all the other ingredients. It's just a
Hey, when
particular
you gotta go, you gotta go, you know?
rolls that we use.
He said you gotta wait.
It's kind of like slider sub sandwiches, kind of, and then you heat them up and you kind of broil them a little bit in the oven for a few minutes. Melt the cheese and kind of crisp the top of the bread.
I'll have a look into it.
They're actually very good.
I'm cooking David's dinner tomorrow.
Oh, you can get Hawaiian rolls in Australia. It's apparently to go, from what Google says.
What's that? Frozen pizza and a can of Dr. Pepper.
No. Make it spaghetti bolognese.
It's neither. It's not a cooking channel or a drone channel. It's a ship channel. Andrew,
So,
why
sorry,
does everybody keep calling Murray's show a drone channel? It's
Right,
technically not
anyway.
a drone channel.
sorry, Paul. Best Buy's called you. They said you got until 7:23 to order that drone again, and they deliver it for you tonight.
Yeah, no, they aren't.
You're out there. No, can you contact William C. Fisher, please?
They're
Like-
good, Tim. You'll
He's
like
in
them.
the chat.
He was in the chat, but he said he asked him pass the message on. Can you contact him, please?
William C. Fisher.
That's the one.
Okay, Sarah sent me a picture of the British Isle in Publix. So let me pull it up and you guys can look at it. Has all the products from Britain in there.
Oh, so we can tell you what to buy.
No, we can say that's not British. That's not British. That's not British.
Okay, so it's not a really good picture, but it kind of gives you an idea.
Yeah, we've all,
Them Tim Tams are definitely not British.
Well, it's not a Brit, it's more of an international, but
right. Your BM&Ms at the top, they're good. Jacob crackers, delicious.
Most that is.
And Jammy Dodgers, keep Laura away.
oh, she loves Sarah loves Jammy Dodgers. She fucked them up.
Oh, we've got raspberry ones now.
Jacob's crackers dry your mouth out.
They got
Look,
Milky Bar.
Pickle on them.
Yeah, we've got Milky Bar.
Yeah, all them chocolates are good.
White
Can you
chocolate.
get a jar of that Marmite?
Oh, that ambrosia custard or rice pudding, whatever it is, fucking delicious.
The Ambrosia's rice pudding.
Where's that at? I'm not seeing that. Where's that?
We've got custard and rice pudding. Near your cursor, 2 across.
No.
Bird next to there.
Oh,
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, I see it.
It'll be
Yeah.
Devon custard.
Yeah, and then you've got bird's custard that you're going to make with milk.
If you like bounty, if you like coconut, eat
It's-
bounty.
Like I said, it's actually not hard finding too many British products
Okay.
because there's a lot of people from Britain that come to Florida as
Well, common
snowbirds. So
beans.
there are quite a few.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Scottish.
Justin, you've got to try Iron Brew.
Yeah, Heinz beans. Yeah.
No,
On the bottom shelf,
drink.
the IRN Brew is Iron Brew. That's how you pronounce it.
Made in Scotland from
Made in
Gurd-
Scotland from Gutters.
Gurd-
Right here.
Not
No,
Gutters.
over the other side.
It's on the bottom row.
It's
Next,
not
two
Gutters.
over. There. No, there.
It's
That's an
That's-
orange one.
stuff.
Orange stuff, bottom shelf.
It's not made from
Okay.
Right.
Oh. girders.
When you get some,
Make sure it's ice cold.
no, shut up. right?
Yeah.
When you get some, you've got to watch. You've got to
Oh, shut up.
adverts.
Did he really tell you to shut up, Laura?
Yeah, wait for the slap.
But he'll pay for it later.
The worst bit is, right, I've just sorted my microphone out so I can get a word in edgeways on these, and now you're in my head having a go at me. And it's like, "Ugh. If you want to be on the panel, turn your computer back on."
Who's William Fisher? Because they're not blue, but they're asking you what you're doing tomorrow. Paul, do you know who that is?
Bill Fisher?
They're in your chat, you have William Fisher.
I've seen him before.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in
Okay.
the day. Okay.
Sarah, it's hard to describe what it takes.
Oh, he said
Yeah.
it's Bill from STL, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Streamtime Live. Streamtime Live.
Okay.
Bill from Streamtime Live.
Streamtime Live, okay.
Right.
Oh, he needs a
Okay.
wrench, son.
So it's
Yeah,
hard
he
to
needs a ring.
explain the taste. It's a very unique taste. It's quite nice.
But you do need to try it.
You do need to try it, but before you do, get the Iron Brew adverts up, right? And
So
watch the
funny.
adverts. They are so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I've tasted it, but I don't know how to explain it either.
Nobody knows how to explain it.
Not even Scotch know how to explain it.
Even the company just say it's a ginger tangy fizzy drink,
Not
Yeah,
but it's not ginger.
but it has that similar flavour.
It's a kind of cream soda-ish flavour.
Yeah,
Kind of funny,
gingerish.
colour.
Sarah wants to know, should it be cold or does it matter?
Yeah.
It doesn't- it
Oh.
doesn't-
It's better cold.
fucking hell.
It's better cold.
Yeah.
Well, what about the orange juice at the end?
I
Or
don't know.
orange drink?
The
Some kind of
cordial.
orange drink.
We didn't see that one.
Right. The Robinsons, that is, you make it with water. It's
Orange barley water.
yeah, it's crap.
Yeah.
The Robinsons. You gotta put quite a bit into get a decent.
Yeah.
Strong enough. Yeah.
It's not like the supermarket brands where you only have to put a drop in it and then you're fucking still dehydrated because it's so fucking strong.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
orange juice they drink at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
We get that. We get the Robinson's barley water here.
Yeah.
The
It's just
lemon barley water's better.
yeah.
Mm.
Just a hint of flavour.
Hey, Justin,
What?
I'm gonna make you the host because I can't figure out how to give him a wrench.
I
My
can't do that. I can't do that.
No,
You
you
have to
can't.
go.
That's no.
So hold on. What you have to do is
Let
go to your YouTube chat,
Yeah, it's YouTube.
click on his name.
It's on the YouTube chat.
no.
Hold on. One. No,
You're
for
wrong
fuck's sake.
again. Right, Paul. Go to where he's commented on you, and if you hover over his message, you'll see 3 dots. You click that 3 dots, and then you've got all the options down there. One of them will be make a moderator.
You don't even have to click the
No.
3 dots. You just have to click his name.
Yeah,
It will
and you
pop the menu up.
make a moderator, and then you got options.
Okay, I did
Moderator.
that. So
Yeah,
the
And then
next time he comments, he should be blue, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Just give him the
yes.
standard moderator or the other one.
It doesn't really matter.
Well, it does. It could just ban us all.
Well, the standard's the first one that pops up, so he should.
No, it's not actually. The other one
It's
stops
the
up.
second one.
Yeah, super mods first, and then standard.
I tried, Tim.
I don't know.
He said one person talking at a time, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Tim, we'll all talk to at the same time.
Yeah, we've all got to talk at the same time.
Are you gonna talk at the same time?
Time.
Yeah, because it's mandatory.
Everybody shut up.
Don't make me have to use this fucking mute button.
Well, depending on whether he gave William managing moderator, he might mute you.
Well, you can't on Zoom.
The only person I know that has that on Paul's channel is just Sarah. That's it.
Yeah, you.
Nobody else has.
You've seen it.
Yeah, you abuse it, Justin.
We've seen
I
you.
don't know what you're talking about.
So change your password.
Yeah.
Change it to aluminium because then Justin won't know how to spell it.
Exactly.
Bitch, I'll Google it.
Yeah, I read about that, Jody.
American YouTuber kidnapped in the Philippines by gunmen posing as cops.
Hmm.
Oh, but I thought the Philippines were such a great place to go to.
That's what I thought.
I don't want. No, you will go.
Oh, did you get the picture I sent you? When I was in
Oh,
Glasgow?
fuck.
I sent it on WhatsApp. That's a no, you ignored me.
You
Yes,
wouldn't even need a
bitch.
gun to kidnap Art if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Fucking
Yeah.
pick them up and throw them in
There you
any
go,
car
50
and you'd
quid.
have them.
I'll see. Now
You
go
only
and
need
get-
one of those 13-gallon trash bags.
I don't even know how you pronounce it.
Hello.
Man,
Joe, are you still into your 3D designing?
Who was the
a little
YouTuber?
bit.
Right. I have a logo that I need to print out, but I need the writing so that doesn't get printed out. So it just prints out the background and the like a plate because it's going to be
Okay.
glued onto something.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the best website to use? Because all the ones I found are fucking crap.
Well, the only one I use is that, what the hell is it? I think it was the name of it. Let's see. The one I use is,
Damn, I wouldn't want to travel to
I
the
haven't done it so
Philippines.
long.
I put in American YouTuber kidnapped in the Philippines. All these news stories pop up on YouTube. 2 Canadians beheaded. American kidnapped. And this is all old stories. Fuck that. Going to that third world shithole.
World shit.
What is it, Tinkercad or something like that? Can't remember the name of it.
I'm going to bed. No, wait.
So I only use that one. I can't remember what the name of it is. I got it up here somewhere.
Yeah. So this is
'Cause
what I
I
want.
sh-
I need the background keeping in, and I need the letters keeping in, but this white bit in the middle needs to be taken out. So that's see-through.
I
You
sure
want
as
the
shit would.
background? You still want the background to print too?
I need the background and I need the letters, but I need that white bit taken out because that bit's going to light up.
Yeah, see, the only way I know how to do it, I don't know how I would do it with those letters. If I type the letters in, I could make them holes, or I don't know.
JDS.
There's got to be a way. Let me think about it.
How are JDS?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it because it's got to be a way to do it once it gets in that program. See if there's a way to highlight that area, and you make the area you want out, just make it a hole, so that the STL will come out and will show you on the
Yeah.
plate, but that'll be an empty spot. But I can't remember what it's called. Tinkercad, maybe. Tinkercad. That's what I use.
Yeah, that's like the most basic CAD system you could use.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
It's a
if that's
good
even gonna be-
learning. It's a good one to learn how to do it, but then there's a lot better ones out there that you can. Some of the better ones though is like Adobe. They're going to charge you like a monthly or yearly service to use it.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you're going to be using it quite a bit if you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a one-time buy on some of those CAD systems like DaVinci, but
Yeah, because I'm looking at the different designs. There's got to be a way. You'd have to have it in there, and then what you're going to have to do is, Yeah, once you have it in there, you gotta get that STL file in there.
Yeah,
Once it's in there, you might be able to outline the letters and go from there. And then when you edit it, you just make sure that area is a whole.
Yeah, I did. There was a really good program that I did my Euro Trucks one with, but it seems to have disappeared. It's pissing me off.
For sure.
You know when
You
you've
can't
used something
remember.
and you can't find it again.
Tim
Yeah.
said Blender will do it too. Blender's good.
Yeah, that's another one, Blender.
I've tried Blender. It doesn't like it. I've tried Meshmaker, and Blender and Cura. None of them like it for some reason.
Is it possibly the type of format it's putting out at the end of it? Maybe the game doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's probably what it is. It's whatever type of format it's doing it in. Probably it isn't compatible with the game.
Look,
But again,
look, Paul, I'm taking my Best Buy credit card out my wallet.
what are you
Putting it away.
buying? What are you buying?
I'm putting it away. That's what I said. It's in my
I
wallet.
thought you were buying.
No, I saw it in my wallet. I said, "Oh hell no, get out my wallet."
You buying a round of Air 3Ss for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, yeah, go ahead and believe that. Since when you delusional?
Roadblocks is basically an AutoCAD for kids.
All I know is I found
Yeah, it is.
$100 in my wallet and I didn't realize I had.
Yeah, that's true, Dusty.
Well, you could give that to your daughter, right?
Oh hell no. Going in with my money, going in the safe. Yeah, he paid me that 2 weeks ago. Put it in my wallet, forgot about it. Put it in the cash.
Blender is good for margaritas, Dusty says.
yeah, they're great margaritas.
Boy, I tell you what, it's only 7:30 here, and it is darker than Toby's right there. I mean, look how dark it is out there.
I know it's dark as shit here too.
Yeah.
If there's no sunlight out, I got a really good picture of a.
Yeah, it's pretty dark here as well.
Oh,
It's perfectly light here.
It kind of be dark at midnight.
got a really good picture of a rainbow earlier out there. It's a
Oh,
big ass
nice.
one. Yeah, me and Aubrey were sitting out front. She spotted it. I took a picture of it. Let me see if I can
Nice.
pull it up here. Yeah, here we go.
Awesome.
And then there was kind of a second one you can kind of see
Yeah, the
right
double.
up here,
Yeah.
but it stopped about right here, and it went all the way to went that way. But yeah, it was,
Yeah, I was doing some Christmas shopping. I was on Temu accidentally. And I looked over there and I saw something I've been looking at and I forgot about it. It's almost out. It's a t-shirt. It says never get in the middle of get between a woman and her Dr. Pepper. Like that. And that's my daughter-in-law. So I bought her one that I'm gonna send her for Christmas. And then I got my shirt, my son loves wolves. I got one that's got a big wolf face with the blue eyes. Black shirt with the white wolf and the blue eyes. I got one for him. I'm gonna send those to him.
You know what? I've asked Blender to do it again. This time, done it. Thanks, Tim.
And I ordered me one that says, I never thought I'd be a grumpy old man, but here I am killing it. And then I found a little bitty outfit for the baby that I'll give her for Christmas. It's a pair of red pants with the bell bottoms, the white shirt with a ladybug on it, and all the ladybug dots on the pants. So I got some Christmas out the way through Temu, cheap.
File. Yeah. Documents.
Oh, I might have seen this one. I bought this one. It's a little girl with a shirt. Let me show it to you. I gotta show it to you. Might have seen this one. I bought it, and it was right there, and I didn't see it. Said I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. I want to speak to my papa. Now that one's the one. And that one I got to put somewhere. That is good.
Ah, bollocks.
Yeah, when she was born, I bought her a onesie that said "Future Pilot" from Pilot Institute. And I got a picture of me with my USA Drone Flyer polo shirt, holding it with the Future Pilot on. I tell you what, Paul, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll never admit it again. And it's y'all could clip it, but I'll say, yeah, I don't know where y'all got that from. I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss watching her.
You're gonna miss the kid?
I'm gonna miss watching her
Yeah.
because she's a kick. And lately she's been better. I'll tell her, if she plays with me, I'll say, I know you love me. You love me? She'll go, no. And I'll say, you're gonna make me cry, and she'll smile. And then I'll play like I'm crying and she smiles. And I say, well, tell me you love me. No. And I'll say, I'm crying. And she starts laughing like that, right? Then she'll look at me, walk up to me, pat me like this and go, mwah, and walk off. But she knows what she's doing. She's getting me around that little finger. That's what she's doing.
Well, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go off and help Lloyd with his program. So we'll see.
Lloyd's
I'll
on
see you
tonight?
another time.
Yeah, Lloyd comes
Yeah,
on a
he's
few
on.
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
See you later.
Good evening, all.
Catch you later.
See you later, Dom.
Later, Dominic.
Yeah, we'll see you in the morning, Dominic.
He's already gone.
Well, actually, no, you might not, because Dominic don't really come in the morning shows.
Now,
Yeah, because that's his night, right?
Yeah, it's usually too late for him. We usually you usually come on around I think like 10 or 11 p.m. his time. So he's usually in bed by then.
Well, not always, because it's just like he's going to go on that show. He's going to stay there a while. And
Yeah, but that's
but it's
morning
dinner
time
ti-
for him.
he's been on late night shows for quite a while.
Yeah,
it's
but those
like-
that's also
not
morning
every
time.
night, but quite,
yeah, but it's
like,
late
Yeah, but
night.
that's morning.
like Uncle Bill's shows.
Yeah, but that's morning to dinner in him.
Yeah, it's morning time for him, so it doesn't matter.
It's only like 9:30 in the morning there. Now.
Yeah, if it's 7:45, 8:45, 9:45 there.
So the 21st?
Yeah, 21.
Oh, yeah, I get paid tomorrow from the paper. It'll be a good month. Yeah, they used to pay us on the 5th, It started, now they're paying us on the 21st, 22nd. It goes in for the beginning of the month, but we get paid on 22nd. I'm glad I don't depend on that. I had a big month last year, last month. With them, so I would have a good payday. Hey, Paul, I'll put it this way, I made so much this year so far that I had to withdraw that claim, that appeal I had on that insurance stuff. Because I'm too much over the limit to get away with it. I can't even fight him with it.
Talking about your insurance.
Yeah, remember they
Medical.
now I gotta pay for the Medicare. So they were paying for it.
How much a month do you have to pay?
20, I gotta pay $179 a month out of my Social Security. But they were paying it. The state was paying it. But when they did an audit on me in November or whatever it was, way back, it was like March or something. It was I was $37 over.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
I appealed it, and now I'm about $400 or $500 over. So it's like I gotta quit. I can't hide that.
That's the one good thing
Yeah.
about this new county job I got. I don't have to pay for insurance. It's all free.
Yeah. So it cost me $179 a month, but I'm getting about I think about a $50 increase. So I'm only gonna be losing about what? It's $179, about $120 a month. Still a principal, you know. But I'm making more this year with the photography, so I'm good. But my rent's going up, what I'm getting an increase on. Either way, you lose.
Oh, your rents, what do they raise? How much they raising it on you?
About $50.
Not too bad.
So yeah, I'm gonna be paying. I think it's $12.79 now.
You got a 2-bedroom, right?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
It's not bad. When I started here, it was only like 700.
Yeah, 2-bedroom apartment here, bro, will run you like 16, 17 easy.
And like I said, I really believe that everything will be settled with the Marine Corps by the end of next year. I'm hoping by the end of this year. And then even if it's settled like in next month, November, I'm gonna stay here another year in this apartment while I figure out where I'm gonna go. And if I may just build something, if that house is still available, which it still is, I'm gonna have it renovated, and have it the way I want it, the way I could still be up here. Like if I'm shooting a game, I could stay here, and instead of going all the way back home. You know what I mean? That way I could stay up here and I could go back and forth and take my time getting it in there and everything else.
Well, see, the problem with that, just see with trying to make it under the table with cash is that schools and stuff don't pay like that.
Yeah.
He's kind of forced to because they'll actually pay him in a check.
Yeah, I'm getting paid a lot in cash, but I'm getting a lot now on Venmo. That you can't really hide. The Venmo's reporting.
Well, I thought, now what about when the schools pay you and stuff? They pay you in checks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the students don't pay me. A lot of the students pay me in cash. A lot of them pay me in checks. When I get the checks, I can't get away with that.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what's happened. I'm getting more checks right now in Venmo. Venmo, I could technically, unless it's a one-time Venmo over $600, that's when they'll report it. You see what I mean? It's got to be over $600 to report it. I've had that twice now since I've started this year.
Yeah, but
over
you don't.
600.
Yeah, but you don't want to risk that because say if they ever suspected you were lying to them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and then
that's
they
worse.
got a subpoena with Venmo to subpoena the records, and they saw you were getting $100, $500 transactions in one day that were separate, Then they'd come
Yeah, I
back
got
to you.
the,
and-
yeah, because they got this, my Stripe account that does all the payments. I got one, like I said, I got one parent that's since the beginning of football season, he's bought over almost $5,000 worth of pictures. So I'm kind of like stuck, you know what I mean? I gotta claim some of that. You know, the ones that because Stripe doesn't report it. I think they have a $200 limit on Stripe where they'll report it as income. And he's bought 4 or 5 times $300 stuff. So that's $1,500-$1,600. I gotta, if I just take that $1,500 and add that into my income, that puts me $100 more a month. That puts me $130 over. So I'm not gonna win that fight.
Yeah, you might want to
And
be
then if I-
careful because you keep going up. Eventually, you might hit a point to where they're like, "We're not even going to give it to you anymore."
Yeah, and then, but they're not giving it to me anymore. That's what it is. They stop.
Well, no, I'm
You know,
saying to a point where they may just take you off Medicare altogether.
No, they can't take me out of Medicare. That's retirement.
That's guaranteed.
That's guaranteed. But it means I
Yeah.
got to pay for it. $179.
Now, is there a cap on that, or could you eventually have to pay like $400 a month if all of a
No,
sudden you were getting all a bunch of extra money?
I'm not making enough in Social Security a month to go. I mean, okay, my Social Security, there's a cap on that. I'm not making enough averaged out on a monthly basis to lose any Social Security
Okay.
because I was on medical originally. So it's like I'm safe there right now.
All right.
I got a spreadsheet that when I put numbers, everything comes in, goes on a spreadsheet. And every penny that goes in on the spreadsheet gets diverted different places, automatic. And like
Right.
when I said, if I put something in there that's got over $600, automatically goes to the side that I gotta watch. So I got everything built into this thing. I had a guy, he ran Simple Goodness, Anthony Campo. His dad was a businessman here. That's the guy I used to work for. He wrote this spreadsheet out for me. And he said, you could put anything you want, just change it, add things to it and everything. He showed me, went through it with me, through Excel. I tell you what, it's the best thing is sliced bread. Because I can tell you to the penny what I have. And I update it. I usually update it every day. I go in it, and if I got I'll update it when money comes in. Let's put it that way. Money comes in, I go and update it. Might be tomorrow. I might get $100. I'll put it in there. If I move money around, if I got I found 100 in my wallet, I put 80 of it in the safe, and I adjusted it on the thing so everything got moved around again. But I can tell you to the penny how much I've got cash wise, and penny how much is going out this month. You know, it's like it's better than a checkbook. And it automatically backups to hard drives in the cloud. So if something happens where I lose it, I can still find it.
Well, that's all it is.
Okay.
Is just a more detailed version of a checkbook,
Yeah.
keeping track of your account. But I mean, if you're
Yeah, I
doing
don't have
stuff
to
like
carry.
you're doing, Excel's great. For the average person, they can just look at
Yeah,
their bank
no.
statement and tell what they have and what they spend on, you know.
Well, my
if you
lieutenant's
got-
son, Nick's got a spreadsheet the way he does his finances and his savings and everything. And he sent me his. His is in more detail. Marine Corps gave him this one as an officer. They schooled him. They said his class, he had a 2-week class on how to work this spreadsheet when he was at OCS, not OCS, TBS. And he sent it to me. He said, you might want to use this. And I told him, I said, well, mine does everything this one does. Yours is just more enhanced because it's got property, and then I don't have property yet. I said, eventually I may flip it, you know, because I can incorporate what I have into that. So, but I just rather that because I can't get over like my daughter. She'll say, I don't know what happened to the money because they don't even write a checkbook out. I know I got $200 in there. I didn't think I spent $200 this week.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing too, is all she has to do is look on her electronic bank statement on her banking app, and it will tell her in detail. You spent $2 at the gas station. You spent $4 here at Walmart. I mean, that's just right there. That's just laziness as far as just not going in and looking.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Because it will tell you exactly how much you have, where you spent it.
Or
I mean,
she
it's
might
not
have
that
something
hard
coming
to
out,
keep
like she
track
might have
of.
an automatic payment coming out, and she forgets that she got the automatic payment coming out, and then she turns around and she spends too much.
Right,
You
and on
know?
my banking app, it will tell you what automatic payments you have and what date they're coming out at if you have them. Like it will tell you.
That's why I
Like
haven't
that's
spent any money right now. I'm looking at that bank account going up. And I'm to the point where I'm almost where I was a couple years ago in reserve money. So I ain't touching nothing right now.
like I said, when you're using an Excel sheet though, it's like, especially when you got $500 coming from one kid, $200 cash coming from another kid, you got money coming from all different things. So you don't have one centralized thing to keep track of it. So that's where an Excel sheet comes into play.
Yep.
If you were just doing everything through your bank account, you wouldn't have to have all that. It'd be easy for you to track everything, but you don't. So do you do all like the major, like do you do Cash App and PayPal and all that, or you just do Venmo?
Got PayPal. I don't use PayPal for hardly anything. I hate PayPal because I use it when I'm buying something, when I want to protect it, you know. But I don't like anybody sending me anything at PayPal because they always send it to me the wrong way and I lose money. And
I send it to you as a business transaction.
yeah, it's not mine, the
Yeah.
business account. So I get stuck. Venmo, I got Venmo and Stripe. That's the only ones I use.
I don't think I've ever used
And
Stripe.
Zelle. I use Zelle whenever I'm doing it between the family. You know, like if like the other night, Brittany needed $400 for a deposit. She wanted to make sure she had $400, and she got paid. She got paid Sunday. She needed it Thursday to make sure when they took it out for the daycare, it was in the account. So her mama doesn't have has Venmo, but she couldn't Venmo it to her, and she couldn't. I can't remember how it was, but her mama sent me the $400, and then I Venmoed it back to her, to Brittany, so that Brittany
Zelle's
could
a
have
good
it.
one because all the
Yeah.
major banks use Zelle.
Yeah. So they Zelled me the money, and then I Venmoed it back. So it just readjusted some of my money. It gave me 400 more than I wanted in my checking account. But I'm gonna use that because of that when I bought the what you call it, the monitor here, I might just pay it off because I bought it through a firm and the interest on it is like $20, but I might just go ahead and just pay it off. Might just leave
Yeah,
it because, like I said, paying $20 interest.
I like PayPal because they give you a card and you can get a card through them and everything.
Well, I had a card and it expired and I asked for another card and they never sent me one. You know, so I said, "The hell with you," because I got a credit account through Venmo. You know, I
No,
went
we're
to
the only
Venmo.
ones that get PayPal cards. Like over, they're not a thing over in like Britain or Australia. They can't get PayPal cards like we can.
I couldn't tell you.
We can't get PayPal card.
I thought you said you guys couldn't get it last time I asked you about it.
It's new.
You can get a PayPal credit card,
No, we can actually get a PayPal debit card.
but no, not a debit card.
Yeah, we can get a debit card. We can get the credit cards too, but you can get a debit card that acts just like a checking account. They'll give you an
Like if
account and a
somebody-
routing number and
If
everything.
you've got money in there, yeah.
Yeah, and you can use it. You can transfer money. You can use it as like if you are working at a company and you want to direct deposit your paycheck into it, you can do it that way. Yeah, they
We-
give you a.
We can actually pay through PayPal using our phone the same way as you can tap.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah.
But they give you you can actually order a physical debit card and use it just like a checking account. And they'll give you an account number and a routing number and everything. So if you want to have your paycheck direct deposited, you can have it direct deposited right into your PayPal account if you want.
Yeah, they can't over here.
Yeah, I don't. My PayPal account has no money stored in it at all. It just transfers it backwards and forwards.
You know what, I give up.
It's a good option for some people because some people can't get bank accounts because over here, if you screw one bank over, they all see it. And some banks have what they call second chance accounts where they'll give you a second chance, but it's a very limited account. Like you can only do so much with it until after like a year or so, and then they'll unlock it for you to where you have like a full access checking account. But if you screw one bank over and you try to go to another bank and get an account, they'll see it and they'll tell you no. They won't give you an account. So they're all like interlinked when it comes to that. Like they know when you screw another bank over. Like if you happen to like go $400 under your account and then you never pay it back and then they close the account, you end up owing some creditor $400. So that's what it's a good option for people like that can't get a banking account. They can go and sign up for a PayPal account and get a debit card through them.
Blender can piss off.
Hmm?
Now, every time I got Blender to make the image, did all the shaping, and then when I exported it as an STL, Bamboo won't open it. Keeps saying there's no object. But yeah, I open it in Blender and it's there. It's a case of two companies not working together, I guess.
I wonder if it's like the a type of codecs they're using or something. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
I don't know.
I
Me
would
off,
assume a lot of people use Blender with Bamboo printers. So
I've used Blender before, but since the recent update, it's just not having none of it.
well, maybe one of them hasn't updated to the newer version of the other one, so it's kind of not compatible at the moment. Maybe. But which
Blender's gone
update are you
really
talking about?
downhill.
Are you talking about Blender doing an update or
Yeah.
Bamboo?
Both of them. But Blender has really gone downhill. It's very hard to use now. Doesn't do what it used to.
I don't know. I've never used it, so I don't know.
It's annoying because Mesh Mixer used to be really good as well, and that's gone shit. Unless you buy it.
That's how some companies will do that to you. They'll give you a really crappy free version. But if you buy the paid version, then all of a sudden it works great and it unlocks a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of the editing programs. They'll say, oh, yeah, we have a free version you can download, and you'll download it, and then it puts a big ass watermark across your video, like a massive watermark, and it looks like crap because of it. And then there's nothing you can do but either find something else or you have to pay the paid version. DaVinci's like, that's one of the really good things about DaVinci is their free program is really good. It doesn't do all that shit to you.
I even
Yeah,
opened.
found another shirt says Pawpaw knows everything. If he doesn't know it, he makes it up really fast.
But if you want a good, if you're starting off editing and you want a good program and you don't want to pay for it, DaVinci is the way to go because all the other ones charge you, or their free version is really shitty.
Yeah, but it's not for what. It's not what it's going to do what I want it to do. I want to make a 3D file that I can print out, and then it becomes part of a costume. It's got to be attached to a helmet and stuff.
I've seen a couple of people. Okay.
I'm gonna jump off. I'm going to get me some red beans and rice.
Okay.
Catch you later,
See you later, Joe.
Later, guys. See you in the morning.
Hey, Joe.
I've seen a couple people on YouTube that printed out these massive Transformer costumes that were pretty badass looking.
Yeah, no, there's loads of stuff you can do. It's just all these companies, because of AI, they're all going down the fucking paid route. But for what I want it for, I'm not gonna pay a fucking couple of £100 just for a fucking one print. See, Bamboo used to have stuff built in as well, but they seem to have got rid of it. That's probably behind some paywall and all.
Yeah, you got to pay a bunch of fees, Jim, if you're doing a business account through PayPal. But if it's a private account, there's a lot less. And if you send it as friends and family, it doesn't charge you a fee for sending money. William C. Hey, Paul, do you want to earn about 500?
What?
William C. in the chat was asking.
Yeah, I'm not on the chat. I've got my video from tonight up over here.
Yeah.
Sounds
Maybe
like
he's got a drone job or something for you.
Paul, it's going to be something you're going to need to speak to him offline about. We don't need to know your financial fears unless you're giving me some of it. And then I'm
Justin?
happy for you to talk in front of me with it.
Justin, you got my phone number, right?
I think I do.
Text it to him.
I don't have text who. I don't even know who that is. He said he knows you from Stream Time Live. I don't know who that is.
Well, is he here right now?
He was in the chat. Yeah.
He's still there?
Yeah. I mean, I think he is. Yeah, he was only a few minutes ago. He typed that in there. Like I said, I don't even know who that is because I'm not friends with him on like Facebook or anything. You can just put your email in the chat and he can email you. Might be for like some kind of drone job or something. Maybe he's got. Anyone watching NCIS Origins? Good news show. Nah, I haven't seen it, Dusty.
I watched NCIS Hawaii this afternoon. Well, this evening.
No, I've been watching Torchwood. I'm in the second season now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I like that better than Doctor Who. I tried watching because I don't know, it like kind of borders on being cheesy, but it's still pretty good. And then in the Doctor Who I watched, it wasn't that old of that particular series version wasn't that old, but it just looked like it was shot in the early 90s the way that they, I don't know, it just looked, because it was from 2005, it wasn't that old. It just looked like it was like shot in the early 90s, just the way the color and the cameras and yeah.
Okay.
Dusty said, no credit cards here. They get paid off and cut up. I don't even do credit cards, bro. I should stay away from them. Credit cards will get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The way I look at it is if you don't have the money to buy the shit up front, don't be getting it on credit because there's really no point in it at the end of the day, to be honest with you. Either buy it straight out, or just don't buy it. I don't see the point in even getting it on credit, even if you have the money. I don't see what the point of that is. Like, just go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, put my email in the chat.
There you go, William. You can email Paul about the information about that.
Yeah, later on.
When I don't use Maker World to do it, it makes it into a fucking box. and makes it just puts the image on all four sides of the box.
Now, whatever you're trying to do, is it something you did from scratch,
Yes.
or is it okay?
Like I said, I've done it. I did it with a Euro Trucks thing that I made last year. That's still there. That's brilliant. This is having none of it.
Like I understand getting something like expensive, like on a credit line, like obviously like a car loan or a house. That I understand because nobody has that kind of money just to throw up front on a car. They need a new car or something. But for little small things, I just don't see the point in using credit cards. If you got enough money to go out and spend $1,200 on a drone, why aren't you just buying it straight out? What's the point of just doing it on credit? At some point, you're going to pay that $1,200 anyway.
Yeah, unless it's like what's it Joe does, where he gets same as cash, so it's zero interest credit over so many months. Though.
But I still don't see the point in that. Just buy it straight out.
Well, you might not have full amount straight out, but you could afford what it is per month over so many months.
Well, I'm saying most of the guys I know on here that use credit cards for the most part, I know that they have the money to throw up front. They just don't.
Yeah.
They just don't want to.
I don't use a credit card, but I do use PayPal's Pay in 3, where you can split the amount anything over £30, you can split into 3 payments.
Like I say, I just have the kind of that philosophy. If you can't really afford to buy it straight out, you might as well just not even buy it. That's just my thing. Just my personal opinion. People can do what they want at the end of the day. I said I understand if it's like a car or a house, because like I said, obviously most people don't have $500,000 to put up on buy a house straight out or $30,000 for a car. But I'm just talking about everyday, just kind of frivolous shit you really don't need. You just want. That's one of the reasons why I got rid of those other monitors and just bought the other one straight out, because I was just getting tired of doing that. I just felt like it was a waste of money. And I didn't want to have to owe somebody money.
Someone's made a website, right? It says how to make a 2D picture into a stencil. And all the way down, all he's got is 2D stencil, 2D stencil, all the way down. And at the bottom it just says, forget it, go and buy one from the shop. Bastard.
Same with my computer. I mean, I did that with my computer. It was on a credit line, but after I did that, I was like, I'm not doing that no more, because I had never done that before. And I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do that again. So I have done it myself, but
I tried to do that, but it tells me to fuck off.
because that's just one more thing I got to stress about every month. I'd rather just not. I'd rather just have something paid off and be mine. I don't have to worry about anybody else saying that I owe them anything. Especially if you run into a case of where you get like, hey, Paul, crazy thing isn't working. I just need to see possibly run me. Oh, he wants you to run him on some errands and he's going to pay you $500. Fuck, I'll come to if I was close, I'd do it.
You becoming an Uber, Paul.
That's a hell of an Uber ride, bro. Telling you what.
That all depends on how far it is he wants to
Depends
go.
on where he's got to go.
He only wants to go Sydney, Australia.
Wouldn't it be some shit? He's like, I just need to go a half mile down the road. You're like, hell yeah, I'll even wait for you.
Now, he,
I'll roll the red carpet out next to the car. Here you go. Get in.
oh,
There's snacks and drinks in the back for you.
he just need to lift to the bank and you to wait outside for him. He might be for a half.
Oh, it's a bank robbery, huh? Okay.
All of a sudden he comes running out with the mask on. Get in, go, go. uh,
We're only joking, William. We don't rob banks unless it's online.
you said your email's not working. I don't know. Maybe put your email in, William, and he can send you an email. Maybe you got an email you can put in there.
Paul and something not working now. What have we had
Well, Bill, I guess you got to be more explicit on what where you're talking about. He's in Marine City. Just need to run me around. I'm wore out from walking.
Maybe he just wants you to run into the supermarket and stuff once a month or something. Or once a week.
I mean, shit, $500 would be worth a day of driving just around the city if you had to. Shit. You'd only spend about 50, 60 bucks on gas.
Well,
Spend about 8 hours out driving.
Marine City is about 35, 40 miles away.
Yes, that's only.
Yeah, but if you spend $100 in gas, it's still worth the trip. Just to go there and back. That's $500. That's $400 right there. Yeah, that's most.
William, did you call St. Clair County senior citizens? Because they might just have somebody they run you around.
Do you have like a phone number or a website or something you can go to? You can put in there? Do you know what it is?
Oh, you mean like a dial and ride thing?
Yeah, but it would be like something that's free for seniors.
Yeah, dial
You
and
could
ride.
just, yeah, or you could just schedule to be able to go places.
I'm sure I've got an account with Tinkercad. I have now.
I'm going in the morning, Desi. I gotta run up there in the morning.
Oh yeah, from Laura then was no, he's not. He doesn't miss a
What is it? What is it called, Paul? Seniors what?
Trying to look it up here. My memory doesn't work that well.
Yeah, what do you have the number in there?
I'm looking to see. I can't even remember what I called it. St. Clair County. Council on Aging Incorporated. And it's 810-987-8811.
All right, 810 what?
987-8811. 810 is the area code. 987-8811. That's the Council on Aging. They got all kinds of services. They'll come out.
It's 3 8s and a 1 at the end.
No, 78811. 987-8811.
Okay. There you go. I put it in the chat for him. But I've got the money. I just need some wheels. They said, if I wasn't in Florida, bro, I'd come get you for $500.
Mm.
Well, the
I live
thing of it
locally, shit.
is you guys know that I'm not in the best of health, so I
Got any young person that would do it, you know of? Wants to make some money? Maybe one of your tenants? That's they can just turn around and give it to you for rent.
Ah.
You don't have to leave the house. You can just send them off to do it for the day.
His tenant's been given 3 months.
What? You gave your tenants 3 months?
No, his tenant's been given 3 months to live.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I didn't hear nothing about that.
yeah, he's got they said that all prospects he's still in the hospital and he's got some kind of a blood disease now that is killing all of his organs.
Ah, good.
Jesus.
Bit like sepsis.
Now that's the husband, right? Not the
Yep.
wife? Yeah, okay. Wow, I wonder what she's gonna do with all them kids. It's crazy.
He's only got 2, haven't they?
No, they got kids between the two of them. I don't know. They got 5 also.
5 kids,
All right.
different
Take a
ages.
life. She better take a
Different
damn
stages.
life insurance policy out real quick.
Mm.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but that's shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
If she-
life insurance policies have a you have to stay alive for 2 to 3 years before it kicks in.
Not only that, but it's only for not pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought insurance companies can't get you on pre-existing.
Yeah, they
Oh,
can.
yes, they
I thought,
can.
I thought that was a thing over here. It might depend on what state you're in too.
Where'd you go?
It's a different, because that's the same thing. That shit's all done by state. So,
As in your-
'cause I think there are some states where insurance companies can't discriminate against pre-existing condition or conditions.
Mm.
Hey.
Pretty sure there are some states that do that.
And slice.
They have to take you regardless.
Oh, he's got liver and kidney failure, and that's
You almost said flavor.
yeah.
And when they did testing, they just reported that he's got some kind of a rare blood disease that these microbes or whatever are going around and killing all his innards.
Jesus. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean,
It's an autoimmune disease.
Yeah, sounds like a very virulent form of sepsis.
but in all reality, too, some autoimmune autoimmune diseases and even some genetic stuff can be triggered by certain things you do.
Yeah.
So if he was a really bad alcoholic, so that could have been triggered. It could have been sitting dormant in his body and got triggered from all the alcoholism too.
Okay,
I mean,
so
it's hard to say.
Yeah, what triggered mine? Because my legs.
Amazon and a return policy.
Laura throwing a microwave.
Got Mark, shut up.
That was Amazon and their return policy. It threw them over the edge. No, there was I was watching a thing not too long ago, and there was this girl. It was like 5 weirdest health conditions that somebody got or something. I was watching on thing. This one girl actually had a genetic issue, and she went in to get her some kind of dental work done on her, and it happened to trigger it or something or another like that, and she ended up getting this weird ass fucking genetic thing.
Yeah,
They said it was caused.
But like they say with me, no matter what it is, I could walk in there with one leg in my hand, my head under my arm, and they'll go, "That's your anxiety." It's just a simple way of telling you to piss off.
I mean, pretty much everybody has got some form of cancer cell in their body. They're just dormant.
Right.
I have some good news. I've done it. Shut up, you. Go to sleep. Turns out the last time I did it was Tinkercad. Because
That makes you wonder, Mark, does smoking really cause cancer or does it cause the cancer to become undormant?
More than likely the latter.
Yeah, activates it. Because there's people that have smoked all their lives and not had a fucking health issue.
Don't get cancer, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
there's some that
person
do,
that
yeah.
takes one drag of a cigarette and poof.
I mean, I haven't got lung cancer. I've been smoking since I was 12.
Bad boy.
I mean, that's true though, I guess, yeah. Because if
Fairly-
Yeah.
a fairly long gap in
No,
the middle.
Since it was from the age of 12, you're going to have to take your punishment now. You must write 9 billion times, I must not smoke at school.
That was where it started. Yeah. Smoking behind the bike sheds and in the park.
Yeah, it turns out it was Tinkercad I used last time because earlier on I tried to sign
oh
in with
wow,
and it was having
Brenda, that's crazy.
and this time it's I signed in with Google and all my files were there. I've done before and it was like,
Jesus Christ, that's crazy, Brenda. I don't even know how you afford that.
what's that?
I was just talking about our insurance, our Blue Cross Blue Shield. They're the ones that actually do a lot of the Medicare, for a lot of places. Like my kids are on Medicare. They all have Medicare insurance and they're all Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right. Any news
But
on
they
this?
don't have to, we don't have to pay anything for that though.
Nothing. What's the fucking point?
Well, that's like Bill, isn't it? He went in for that biopsy and he had to pay $1,800 towards it.
Oh, he had to pay 1,800 out of pocket for that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no problem, William. He said, thanks everybody for the information. Well, it was mainly Paul, but you're welcome.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know if you need anything else.
And there's
There's-
Meals on Wheels.
Yeah,
Hook them up
there's-
with the Meals on Wheels train.
Yeah,
Oh,
Meals on Wheels.
that's the same people.
They'll bring food to you every day.
They actually will send somebody out to
To do an
counsel him and
assessment.
take down all his information, and they'll see what they can do for you.
Mm.
Yeah, and if you get the Meals on Wheels, man, they'll bring you a meal every day and bring you extra shit for the weekend.
Oh yeah. Well, I got frozen meals forever.
I can get on Medicare working on it now.
It says he's been banned from Screen Time Live.
That doesn't surprise me. Paul said it's very clicky over there.
Nah, it's not that good, that bad. You just call up and talk to them.
No, we were talking about Stream Time Live. He said he got banned from over there
Oh yeah, yep.
because you said it was very clicky over there. with
Oh, it
people.
is. It's a coven. Yeah, I used to be involved in that, but they're just something else.
Yeah, because you got that like expensive ass joystick and shit for doing the cameras and stuff, huh?
Yeah, what are they doing under the bridge, Paul, with that big crane thing?
What's that?
What are they doing under the bridge with a big lift?
Well, they're sandblasting the shit out of the bridge and trying to refix it, I guess. Because
probably
in
repainting
the
it.
daytime during the regular week, you can hear all these compressors and stuff, and I've got headphones I have to wear down there when I fly.
Brenda said it's a cult. LOL. It's a very bad. William said. What'd you get banned for, William? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just kind of curious. I don't ever go over there because I'm not into the ships like Paul.
Probably
Most
having
of
an
us are.
opinion. That's what
Well,
most people found from these clicks.
Oh, most of us aren't into the ships like Paul is, so it's mainly just Paul. So
Well,
none of us really
the
go
only
over
reason
there.
I'm into the ship is I'm doing the flying. I love to fly. And
Well, yeah, I get that.
because they're going by and I'm a mile away from the main thoroughfare, it just works out well.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying, but like none of us really go to Stream Time Live unless we're watching you fly on the camera. But other
Yeah.
than that, we don't really go over there. So
They don't just do ships, they've got stuff all over the world.
I think Brenda watches. I think Brenda does watches the ships, doesn't she?
Yeah.
'Cause she always watches your videos. I don't know if she's into the whole watching Stream Time Live or not, but Thomas Corey's wife is really bad. He said. I don't know who. You know who that is, Paul?
No.
Thomas Corey. He might be one of the owners or something, maybe.
No, it was I can't remember that. I know one of the owners, but yeah. The owners one of the owners lives out in the East Coast, one of the owners lives down in St. Louis, but she has parents that live up here on the lake. That's how I got to know her.
Brenda says, I love the ships. It's a beautiful place. Well, if he's saying it's somebody's wife, maybe they are they must have something to do with the top tier of that. Because she might be like a moderator in their chat or something. It's just an ass.
Well, yeah, they've got a whole bunch of different moderators. One of the moderators is over in Canada, just across the river from me. She lives in the apartments in one of those high rises. But they do what they want to do, and that's fine. And I just said, well, what happened is what pissed me off was I would go to, I had enough time that I could make sure that I would run the cameras whenever I could, whenever there was nobody else running the cameras, and I'd run a camera and somebody'd be pissed and they'd turn around and they'd log in. And if you log in, all of a sudden I might be following the ship and they'll log in and move theirs. And all of a sudden the camera would go like this and the camera go like that.
So it would allow them to take control of it.
It would screw with me, and I could do that to them, but that's not my game. I don't play that game.
He said I got blamed for joking around.
Get TJ a job there.
Yeah, you would think if you if you were controlling the camera, Thomas Corey is a camera operator, he said. Yeah, I could understand if you were you would think that once somebody's logged in and controlling the camera, you wouldn't think people could go in there and just override each other unless you were like a
well, that's because you used to have these different codes and stuff and you could sign in,
Right, but I'm saying you would think they would have had a top administrator be the only one be able to go in there and do that. Because that just creates issues on its own.
And the queen of the show is Jen from down in Marine City. He knows who Jen is.
Mark, you know that train crash I told you about?
Yeah.
Right? It was 2 passenger trains that were full. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And just after 7 o'clock. And they've still not announced if there was any injuries or if they've got to it or anything. There's no news at all. It's like it just didn't happen. Yeah. All everybody's saying is there's helicopters and emergency services flying all over the place.
That's 6 hours ago, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Wales is pretty treacherous. But still, you'd have thought they'd have
There isn't
Also,
much.
put a statement down now.
There isn't much of a railway network in Wales other than across the northern shore
There is now.
coastline and the
No,
and the
you've got
southern coastline from Bristol.
no, you've got more now. You've got from Cardiff, it goes up central Wales, and you've also got from Shrewsbury, Birmingham, and Gabowen. You've got trains that go through to West Wales in the middle and mid Wales.
Brenda
over
said
towards-
Jen Wrench
That's the
lady.
train line that's crashed.
over towards Barmouth.
What'd Brenda say?
Yeah,
You
near
said
Gabowen.
Jen Wrench lady.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, it's near Purfleet.
Purfleet. Yeah.
It's on that line.
Well, William, you're always welcome here, dude. Paul's live every morning at 9
Every
p.m.
morning at 9 and every evening at 5.
and that's Eastern time.
And if you like a joke,
Well, right now
you
it's
can just join
Eastern
Justin.
daylight savings time, but yeah, when we switch, it'll be Eastern time.
Yeah.
That's a point. You gotta remember, Mark. 9 o'clock
Next
next
week.
week.
Yeah.
9 o'clock and 1 o'clock
Yeah, for a week.
for a week, and then it's back to how it was.
But yeah, Paul's live every morning and evening, every day, pretty much. So very rare does he miss a live stream.
He disappears from them quite regularly.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss them.
And you can always come up on the panel too. There's always a link at the top if you
Yeah,
want.
link at the
come on and
top if you
chat.
want to join the panel, if you got a camera.
Paul,
You don't have to have
if
a
I
camera,
sent
but if you want.
a big smile, big smiley lips, and some googly eyes, will you stick them to your chair?
You got googly eyes? What?
No, I'm going to send you 2 giant googly eyes and the big smiley face lips to stick to your back of your stick on your chair. So when you're not there, it's just the face on the chair, not on your chair.
Yeah, we don't really.
The Paul's Chair Show.
Yeah.
And we talk about everything, William, from politics to ships to drones, whatever comes up that day.
We can get lively, but as long as you remember, at the end of the debate, it's over. That's it. We're all friends again. Apart from Justin, we just don't like him.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we get to talk about drones and electronics every time Rod comes on.
I think he got upset with me last night. I changed the subject to pancakes and he muted himself and spawned off. I was like, oops. Oh, well.
All right, guys, I'm jumping off. It's already 8:30, so.
Right.
Turn them out.
Are you playing tonight or no? Oh no, you got. Did you say that you got a hold of them or no?
No,
No.
I'm just gonna drive there in the morning and talk to him.
He's going to drive
So-
up there, Paul, and he's going to see a big sign saying, "We heard you was coming. We've moved."
I didn't go today because everybody had all the cars because they were all out at doctor's appointments and at work, and so I didn't have a way of getting there today. So I'm gonna just go there in the morning and see what the hell's going on.
Well,
Okay.
I wish you good luck, Justin.
Good
Yeah.
luck. Let us know how it's going.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah,
Okay,
catch you later.
Night, Brenda. See you later.
Brenda, take care.
Right.
Mhm.
Everybody in the chat, I'm out of here as well.
Yeah, I think it's
I
time.
think we're gonna close it down, everybody. Bill, William, you're always welcome back and come back and see us.
9
And
o'clock in the morning.
Brenda, 9 in the morning, we'll be here. Brenda's usually one of the first ones here, so.
Good.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Have fun.
All right, take care.